You want World War III to come, nigga? You better pray for it. Pray for it. You want the white man kingdom to fall, nigga? You better pray for it. Pray for it. You want the Christian church to burn, my nigga? You better pray for it. Pray for it. You want Jesus Christ to return, my nigga? You better pray for it. 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 You want World War III to come, nigga? You better pray for it. Pray for it. You want the white man kingdom to fall, my nigga? You better pray for it. Pray for it. You want the Christian church to burn, my nigga? You better pray for it. Pray for it. You want Jesus Christ to return, my nigga? You better pray for it. 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 Why you bitch niggas pray for prosperity? Singing that fake gospel melody. Joining forces with the oppressor, co-conspirators for his felonies. Red, white, blue irony. Blacks fight white man wars and come home with irony. Nigga, who you trying to be? Don't lie to me. What side you on? Cause every day I pray for World War III.
Breaking news coming in. Russian President Vladimir Putin has announced a military operation in Ukraine. He made this announcement in a surprise speech on Russian television.
I pray Christ come back to this PLNET and destroy everything in existence and do it to the end. That's a short/long distance. Russia bombs Ukraine. Yeah, that's scripture. Strings are being pulled by the fixture. With this Android nigga, yeah, I paint pictures. I'm placing my bets on the Most High. He's the real hitter. Break your neck, scribble up your liver. Command the keeping versus the gatekeepers. Let's see who's the winner. ISUBK Passover dinners, nigga. It's hot in the winter. World War III has to happen. Just like Christ has to come back to kill sinners, nigga. You want World War III to come, nigga? You better pray for it. Pray for it. You want the white man kingdom to fall, nigga? You better pray for it. Pray for it. You want the Christian church to burn, my nigga? You better pray for it. Pray for it. You want Jesus Christ to return, my nigga? You better pray for it. Pray for it.
The president called on Ukraine military to lay down its arms and said that its actions are self-defense against threats. He further blamed all responsibility for bloodshed on the Ukraine regime, saying that efforts to negotiate with NATO were in vain, and said that Russia has been trying for 30 years to negotiate. In big breaking news, once again, I'm reiterating, in big breaking news just coming in, President Vladimir Putin has announced military operation in Ukraine.
OD, turn me up in the headphones. Been awake, much at stake, so my soul differ, hard to shake. Man in the mirror, such a cold nigga, wicked mind, twisted roots, feel my soul flicker, heart of gold, just the blood, so my heart differs, bloody tears, twitching heads, you know the streets, raise them up, spit them out, and yet he kept playing tunnel vision, making two, you know streets doubted, truth exposed, separate roads, now the plot thickens, master boy, my opponent, man in mirror, man, stop racing, put your brick in and start living, Charles Dickens, from drippers to stop resisting, hot back, steady breathing. Damn heathens. Cross the line, you meet Jesus. 30-30 bark loud, sweat on brow.
Which fuck pussy boy want test me now?
Niggas wanna come test me now. I ain't the killer, don't push me. Leave your body down by the creek for the crocs. Feel that cold shiver before the sound of the pop. Once his heart stop, revival me got that lion in it. Give him a shield, show him the 12, watch his grind different. You niggas really don't know what it means to be a real man. I don't know or understand what it means to stand the fuck up. A lot of niggas is cowards. I don't understand you niggas. Like tight ass versions.
No, bigger than Mastodon. Fuck up in the trap me on. Just want to stop me fast. Me not go sit and pack for long. Them said the thing so loud. Like why that's so strong. Because my mind so gone. Me racing through the paper chase. If them must speak on case, they must know why I see them face. Not get me a race. Me know heaven is nice, but me not go leave earth till me get me place. Food up on me fucking plate. Life feels so fucking great. Me gal just a wine a waste. Me know she loving me, I never comfortable. Even though me looking comfortably. Go for them before them go for me. Suck your gal, me stay and suck her free. You suck your gal up for she fucking me. You know me at this shit. Me now go make them dump on me. Want go live me life in a luxury. Loyalty a plus for me.
Bust for you, dog, like you bust for
So
me.
me never chat your name in a custody. Never coulda fuck with me. Them pussy never take me spot. Flip the bit, we make it. They want me fall, no make me drop. Money need a shit for that. The gal that just suck it. The cat no inform, but the place you lock you this me, you get a shot. You see me?
Yes, come on.
You know dog, you want to rule the world.
Seven on the bottom.
Get money and rule the world.
They gonna touch me now.
But you know, somebody on the field.
People sleep, eternal rest. They sleep walking different. You the type, say you for cheap, and then close the distance. Start living. Death is promised, so start pitching. No faith without work. Go put that brick in. Chrome fiffin, hot barrel tucked in the linen. Some demons harder to fight. I got a greater vision. Tough choice. Life is simple, but not easy. Stand as a man, never do a nigga greasy. Believe me, niggas transforming into he-she's. Poor waste the skin in the species. Keep it pushing, I perform, put on the show. I see these haters peeking, stay low. My firearm, I see these niggas creeping. 5 shots, fire out bomb, and now your soul is leaving. Bright light, your eyes roll back, and then you stop breathing. No grave or plot. Get the fire and the herbs ready. Flow steadily, flow deadly. Now get your dome levy. Much at stake. My ambition was such an old vision. Stay hungry, ribs touching. This paints a cold picture. Keep in mind, this is life. They ain't no do-overs. Lose your mind. Caught in them lights. Go make your move, soldier. Once you dead, game over. No reset button. So instead of straight stunting, get your own lane buzzing. Niggas getting desperate. Up in these streets, they looking all bulimic. Both got these fiends twitching, shaking them, they look anemic.
It's for the Lord. It's for the Lord. Pay your tithes when you get your money. Pay your tithes when you get your money. Huh? Pay your tithes when you get your money. Pay your tithes when you get your money. Money. Pay your tithes when you get your money. Money. Pay your tithes when you get your money. Melchizedek met Abraham returning from the slaughter of the kings. Abraham gave 10th of all his things. When a Christian rob God, that's a Christian robbing me. But you want to say, how does a Christian rob thee? Money. That pastor is robbing me. Money. The Christian pastor is robbing me. Bring your tithes inside the storehouse, so it could be me and every UPK house. I is UPK the stone, Commander General is the pillar for the Lord's house. If you don't know the Bible, you won't understand what I'm talking about. And that right there might be bad for you, but listen, This is something ye can do. Honor the Lord with substance and give him your first fruits. Give and watch it come right back to you. Endure to the ending in this truce. Cause nobody is saved till Christ come back. The pastor lie about you being saved just to get that stack. Evil ass pastor. That's all he's for, the money. You understand? You want your money? Come on, let's get it. Pay your tithes when you get your money. Pay your tithes when you get your money. What? Pay your tithes when you get your money. Pay your tithes when you get your money. Money. Pay your tithes when you get your money. Money. Pay your tithes when you get your money. 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 Pay your tithes when you get your money.
Yo, let me in this motherfucker one time. Hey, pick up. All my motherfucking niggas. It's like one nigga, teach two niggas, teach four niggas, teach more niggas. That's a go, nigga. Hey, pick up. Fuck they mean. Let my shit slide on. Hey, pass me that motherfucking. I'm about to ride on it. Blood in my eyes, blood on my arms. So much motherfucking blood, can't see my palms. Don't be alarmed, this is everyday shit. Ask any nigga, any ghetto where he from. Bloodshed is norm. What the fuck is a calm? Before the storm, bitch, we were born inside a bomb riddle. Drug infested, thug infested. Hoes and roaches restless. So much motherfucking gun smoke, my throat congested, detested. Fucked up, paradoxal, hell, we hostile. So Glock shoot on the regular, the text soon. Fuck, a nigga shoulda loved them nigga restrooms. Because the crumbling cold, calling the culture the crack. So put your leg in, die or live begging. Sucker shit, sobbing in my misery. Damn, yo, where was I? Yeah, niggas thought I was history. I'm back in the live effect. On bitches popping with the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Fuck you bitches, thought you was running to the car lawn. Give the order, go to ground, take ground, fall on them. She mistook me for a pluck. Just the value in the pussy and the trust. Nuts to think I won't style on this hoe, cause the gutter good. Bitch, lucky I got brotherhood. And dirty pigs laying corpse on the corpse. Plus 14,000 getting short by the sword. Fuck you talking about? Yeah. Real shit. I'm good. One thing I learned. What's that? You either live for something, fuck it, or die for something. Only real niggas understand. Big up. Let my shit slide on them. Hey, yo, pass me that motherfucker. Big up.
Yo, man, we everywhere, man. We all over the globe. My homies here. With my homies, them niggas is right there. Every day you pair of black boots, sometimes you switch at the night airs. Niggas everywhere like pro class or just like air. Me against the hottest that you know, this is sight there. How you the coolest motherfucker that's mad hot? Always stay in my groove on the move like a laptop. Teacher schooling the youngest, you get shot by a black cop, white cop, Sasquatch, foot on your neck. Anything you set your hand to do, just do it the best. I told you I'm the illest lyricist, I prove it to death. If you ain't standing up for niggas, then you muted, you deaf. I got some niggas in the grave that could be using your breath. True, and that's a fact, it's not the 2 Chainz quote. Break a record, fuck a track up like them Usain Bolt. little rapping niggas, they garbage B. Pardon me, it's the art in me, but they talking funny like Cardi B. Nah, but hella shit they ain't dropped yet. My homies worldwide like .org or .net. And we stay sharp, we smart, and that's cause we studious. We come with fire with mountain word to Vesuvius. With my homie, covering all bases. Preaching all black, they come from the hard places. With my homie, they be deep in the hood like a mechanic trying to make sure these peoples is good. With my homie, independent in the struggle, focused on the hustle and the cipher and the huddle. With my homie, in every city. With my homie, let's get it lit, shit. Know who you spitting with, knock on that official shit. Professional was spitting and ripping, king of the British shit. I'm right up at the neck of opponents and hit the gristle quick. I spit it like them rounds out the chopper, and that's the pistol grip. Rapping with succession, if I spit it, you should listen shit. I spit that strong-minded, well-rounded shit you didn't spit. Slick as motor oil, you flow with oil, you all that chicken shit. Oil you over here, and you water, but we ain't mixing with. UPK strong, UPK pop. Yo, I play the cut, listening and watching. My frame of mind ancient and your frame of mind rotten. I'm thinking like the niggas that hated picking the cotton. Every time I spit it, I'm trying to take out the top dog. When we in the cipher, it sound like we letting shots off. When I hit the range, cause my record clean and I'm not soft. But rapping what I do, eat the beat and drown it with hot sauce. Rapping so many years, niggas can't figure this nigga out of modern day, the fucking antithesis. Rapping disappeared, I'm just trying to make it clear. Everybody trying to get on like me. Yo, my man visitor. My presence when I'm rapping made him fucking ban Christian. Miss your presence when you rapping like a fucking ventriloquist. We run the world like Ferdinand Magellan. I say with my homies we melting like St. Helen. With my homie, covering all bases, preaching all black. They come from the hard places. With my homie, they be deep in the hood like a mechanic trying to make sure these peoples is good. With my homie, independent in the struggle, focused on the hustle and the cipher and the huddle. With my homie, in every city. With my homie, let's get it litty, nigga.
Also, Veronica, congratulations. I ain't see you in person.
Oh,
Shit,
I'm
you show us
sorry,
Brian.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. Check it out. They can't even see me on that camera. It's all right. They ain't gotta see me anyway. Fix that camera one time. Since I can say what's up to my people. Twist it a little bit. There you go. Hey, that's me. I got the shiny forehead. A little more. Let's get some more of that forehead. There you go. That's good. For my people, come on and corral a little bit. You're right. Yeah, check it out. Listen, you know what time it is. Let me know we back at it. Like a crack at it with a bad habit. Right. You know what I'm saying? You know, we took some time off at the cookout. You know what I'm saying? Last week we dropped off. You know what I'm saying? Now we back at it. You know what I'm saying? So I am Police Officer 5000 Shalai. Of course, joining me is my main man. You know what I'm saying? Officer 5000 Karab. You know what I'm saying? Give him a hand. You got the thing going? Yeah. Can we give brothers hands tonight? Anybody? You know what I'm saying? Give him a hand. Most time, crack. Give brother a hand. You know what I'm saying? And we got the top nigga, money and muscles himself. You know what I'm saying? Officer 1000 Yawa. I'll give him a hand. Mr. War Report himself. You know what I'm saying? And we got the flyest nigga in Israel. This nigga's pretty, y'all. I mean, look, you see him, look at the curls. I'll show you the camera. I'll show you. Look at him, look at that nigga. You know what I'm saying? That nigga, he's ready to make some babies, y'all. Get with him. You know what I'm saying? My nigga Shark Opponent of 1000, holding it down, representing Harlem, New York. And last but certainly not least, that grungy nigga in the background. Put the camera on. That grungy nigga in the background from YO, from Yonkers, New York, over 500. Newly raised up to 500. Give him my hand. Newly raised up. I say give him my hand. You know what I'm saying? No, it's newly raised up brother from Yonkers, New York, representing Parataza, excuse me. Parataza. You know what I'm saying? Holding down their word. You know what I'm saying? We out here, y'all. Let it be known. You know what I'm saying? Now, fellas, what's going down? What's happening? Where you at?
Hey, now, man, another week. The queen is dead. You know what I'm saying?
Give a Lord a hand.
The ones that's been oppressing blacks.
Hit the Halloween.
You know what I'm saying? For hundreds of years. What's she, 98?
Yeah, he was 96,000 years old.
96 of oppression. 96 years of oppression and discrimination.
That's right.
You know what I'm
Stealing
saying?
from our brothers in the UK,
That's right.
stealing from our brothers in Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? What's sad is that our people are upset about them dying. Let me tell you about my slave. I'm gonna tell y'all a quick little story of my slave. Everybody knows that my slave that I'm an Israelite. They know it not because I say it, because I'm walking. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when I came into work, they said, hey, they said, can you go upstairs? They asked me, of all people, can you go upstairs and lower the flag to half staff for the queen? I'm like, damn, y'all asked me to do that because they know I'm an Israelite.
That's
So
crazy.
like, let's let him do it. You know what I'm saying? I said, ain't this something? You know what I'm saying? Like,
This is America. They lowered half staff for the Queen of England.
can you believe that?
That's crazy.
They're lowering the flag half staff for the Queen of England. So-called Queen
Ridiculous.
of England, that 96,000-year-old monster.
Right.
They're lowering half staff, not for Sandra Bland, not for George Floyd, these are just the names we talk about and know.
Right.
Not for the brother in the back alley that you don't know about. Process I plead. Come on, brother. With I'm saying not for them. Go ahead.
Salaki, so if I may, you know, America had a war with England for independence. America was at war with England.
Yeah.
Really?
England wanted to actually
Okay.
they wanted to support the Confederate. I don't know if y'all know that.
This is why we speak English. You know what I'm saying? That's why they had a great influence on us. So she's dead now.
Good.
Barakatah Yahweh Shai. So she's dead and gone. Now we're gonna move on from that horror and we're gonna move on to something else. You know what I'm saying?
If I may,
Please.
just so people can know, this old dead broad has $13 trillion.
What? I'm sorry. Did you say trill?
Yeah. With a T.
Trill. Wasn't there music out back in there called trill music?
Yeah.
So she has trillion.
Yes.
How much?
13.
13
The
trillion.
monarchy is $13 trillion. That's how much it's worth.
13 trillion.
Trillion.
Wow.
The entire U.S.
Oh my.
is in debt. I think 12 trillion.
But she died with 13 trillion in the pocket.
Right. Like her assets, the income, all that. 13 trillion.
Somebody bring out the scripture. Somebody got to bring out the scripture. I need scripture.
It's crazy.
I need some scripture about how they are living life, boy. You know what I'm saying? They are living life big time out here. They are living life big time out here. You know what I'm saying? $13 trillion that disgusting, filthy, nasty monster was worth or had, or whatever the case may be. 13 trillion. Meanwhile, the brothers living in projects out in the UK stabbing each other half to death.
Right.
Stabbing each other half to death.
Right.
You understand? And this monster had 13 trillion, still has 13 trillion. So now her old ass son is
The king.
Right? He's a king.
The king of England.
Yeah. Must be crazy. He's not our king.
That
We know who our king is.
that golden carriage that they have
Yeah. When the black folks serving them.
is the carriage they're driving.
Yeah.
First of all, it's solid gold.
Mm.
That's not paint. It's actually made out of, I think it's 18 karat gold.
This is the impression, y'all.
It's millions and millions of dollars. I'm talking like you're looking at like $100 million in gold.
And
every
guess
time.
And guess what, black man, woman, and child? Guess what? You paid for that.
Exactly.
You paid for that.
Continually.
Yeah, you still paid for it. Assuring what you got.
Job chapter 12, verse 6. The tabernacles of robbers prosper.
Oh, and that is so true. You know what I'm saying? The house of the robbers They prosper. And she is the queen of the house of the robbers. You know what I'm saying? She is in charge. And they prosper. Go ahead.
And they that provoke God are secure.
Oh, go ahead.
Into whose hand God bringeth abundantly.
The Most High God gonna deal with them. Now she died. I hope she died a horrible death. Nobody's saying how she died. I hope she died choking on her spit in her sleep.
She probably died of COVID.
You know, no, I hope she died a horrible, horrible, horrible death.
Right.
You understand? And she's 96, like she's gonna die. It ain't like she just died. You know what I'm saying? She died of something, which I haven't noticed. Have you heard anything about what she died? They ain't gonna say that. I hope she died on her throw up, in her sleep on her back, and she couldn't move, and she died on the puke.
I just want everybody to know she was 96. Her parents lived to 100 also.
Oh wow!
So that's 200 years.
Yeah, and she
with just two people. 140 years ago, using chattel slavery.
Yes.
It's the same monarch, same family.
Same thing.
How dare you? How dare you mourn her?
Right. There's no mourning in this woman.
That's just her and her mama. That's
And she ruled
200
for
years.
over 70 years. 70 years. Your father and your grandfather died at 50. Your friend died at 20. Or your friend died at 15.
Right.
Hell,
14.
Hell, we don't even make it that far. Your so-called brother died in your mom's womb. You know what I'm saying?
Abortion, right?
Or abortion. You ain't even making it to the world.
Word.
Your mama killing you. Yeah, you had brother. You had a brother. You could have had a brother. Your mom telling you horror stories.
Right. Meanwhile, I got y'all. Meanwhile, this snow roach lived.
Sun Dodgers.
The Sun Dodgers.
Sun Dodgers. Bleach flamingo.
There were this snow roach and this sun dodger.
I love it.
Sun dodger.
Sun Dodger.
You hide it from the sun, bitch? No, excuse me. This snow roach lived until 96-year-old. Meanwhile, your grandfather, your grandmother, your father, your friends, and all of that, they die early death. And this disgusting, filthy, stinking monster lived until 96-year-old. That's why I say I hope she died on her puke. Oh, she laid in her bed and choked on puke. You know what I'm saying? That she couldn't move and she just died on whatever she just ate. You know what I'm saying? This is why. Because she lived for 96 years ruling, and our brothers and sisters lived to 50 slaving.
Right. Right.
You understand?
My brothers in the Barbados.
Right. Big up to my brothers.
Who do you think that is on your flag? Who do you think that symbol is?
Right.
Who ruled you? Who still that you're paying for? You're paying them today. The Barbados is still paying them today.
Yep.
Right.
Right now as we speak.
Absolutely. They
Don't
still get money.
Don't you
still get
dare
money.
mourn her. Don't you dare mourn her.
That scarecrow is still getting money. You know what I'm saying? She's dead. Meanwhile, we're broken, hurt, all out in Oakland and San Francisco and New York and Arizona and Mississippi and all over the place. We're still hurting and dying and all types of garbage. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, this bastard is dead. You know what I'm saying? And she's still getting money. You know what I'm saying? Let's look at some of the comments real quick. You know what I'm saying? Big up to all our people watching now. Shout out to Ashar. Shout out to Ashar shirt one time. Big up money to Ashar.
Yeah.
Ashar's out there. Look at, show the curls. There you go. Look at the curls though. They front on the curls. Forget the shirt. Do you see the curls? You know what I'm saying? My nigga Ashar's holding it down with the curls. You know what I'm saying? Big up to my man Ashar Lapun.
Shout out Hazard Collection.
Most High in Christ. Shout out to Osasa holding it down. Ashar looking fly as ever as usual. Big up to the brother. You know what I'm saying? Big up to everybody watching now. Ashar, shout out to people that's watching, man. You got it.
We got Sawap. We got Legit Pro.
Yeah. My sister Ross. Yeah, Sister Ross. She the one that shut you over his shirt.
Yeah.
Sis, you ain't shot them curls out though. He want them curls to be shot. Shout them curls out, girl. No, see what them curls to be shot out. That nigga got that motherfucking Sasson. What is that? What is it? Head and Shoulders? What you got going on?
Maybe it's maybe. I don't know what's going on.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
I don't know. It's gorgeous.
It's called soap and water.
That ain't no soap and water.
That ain't no soap and water, nigga. He got some curls up in that hair. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, brother. What you got?
He said he looked like the stars in a novella.
Yeah. Most high in Christ.
That is the amazing Taino.
My nigga, the amazing Taino right there.
Amazing Taino.
You know what I'm saying? That's his wrestling.
Incredible.
That's his wrestling name, by the way. Razor Ramon on this motherfucker.
The incredible Taino. Show some respect.
Show some respect. You know what I'm saying? Good. Who else we got there, Razor Ramon?
We got Just Art and Paint.
Most
Big up Just Art and Paint. You know, stay strong. Give him some claps or something. Come on now. Hit him up.
Yeah, man.
Y'all slacking. They can be bigging y'all up.
Yeah, bring it over here.
We got James.
James.
That's it.
Most high in Christ. James, what up?
Like share. This is just one
That's
name.
right,
James. That's
That's
it.
it. We scroll to the top. Most high in Christ. Hey, James. Most high in Christ. I'm saying yes from y'all, all my brothers. Big up to everybody in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Y'all like the chat. Avis. Oh, what's up, Avis? Shalom, sis. Right? Shalom, sis. Right. You know what I'm saying? Look, yo, y'all like, share, comment, all of that. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate it. We full of jokes and everything. We just have a good time up here. You know what I'm saying? Everybody pick up a Shaw with his shirt and his hair. They ain't say a goddamn thing about us. Say something. Shit.
Listen, we pale in comparison or something.
My forehead is shining, full of thoughts. You know what I'm saying? I got bad thoughts up here. You know what I'm saying? Say them my thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Big up to everybody though. We appreciate y'all holding it down. You know what I'm saying? Jersey City, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Amsterdam thumb. You know what I'm saying? Holding it down. Big up to y'all. But we back out here, y'all. What y'all want to get into? What we doing?
Going to our article, man.
So let's get to that first.
Let's get into it. You know what I'm saying? Sean, what you got, man? The Shark, he's at the helm. Big up Shark Caponi's at the helm. You know what I'm saying? Read that article, Sean. Let's get to it real quick. Let's get
Yeah, this is a disgusting one. They're trying to take rights away from parents over there in California. Wow. Well, what else is new? It says, California legislature passes bill giving the state of California custody of our out-of-state minors seeking trans surgeries.
Seeking. Whoa.
time out. Seeking what?
Trans surgeries.
Break it down, Shark.
Here we go. Look at this devil here, right? On August 31st, the California State Senate passed a bill that would allow courts in California to take custody of minors from out of state who come to the Golden State, California, seeking gender transition surgeries and cross-sex hormones, even if these actions go against the wishes of the minor's parents.
Wow.
Man, that is crazy. Look, this is the world we live in. This is about changing sexes, correct? Right?
Yeah.
This is crazy. This is disgusting and crazy.
They trying to bypass the parents.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because you can't actually get these done without the approval of the parents. Now they're trying to say, well, if they come to California, we'll be their parents.
Right. Yeah, we're gonna override your parents, and you can go ahead and be whatever.
Well, are they gonna take care of them kids? What are they really gonna be the kids' parents?
Crazy. You know it's about money.
Of course. It's about money. Brings in income. You know
Wow. Where did Dwayne Wade live at? Is it in California? I'm serious. Does that nigga live in, what's his son's name? Zanaya?
I don't
A
recognize.
nigga in a dress. His son name is a nigga in a dress.
Oh man, where they live? Is it California? Because that boy's about to have one of them things. You know what I'm saying?
Here's the thing, with this new bill, it don't matter where you're from.
Let me tell you, transsexuals out there. You know what I'm saying? That may be listening. I'm sure you're not, but maybe listening. You can cut your penis in half and tuck it in your butt all you want. You'll never have a vagina.
Right.
Vagina is great. Give vagina a hand.
Right.
And a bomb and a gunshot and everything else.
And then you go, sucker.
You gotta make sure never. Yeah.
Exactly.
You'll never have a vagina. You know what I'm saying? Ever. Vagina is sent from the Most High God.
Damn
You know
right.
what I'm saying? And that shit is
Damn
superb and it's beautiful and all of that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you'll never have it. It just won't happen.
They
You know
trying
what I'm
to
saying?
take
It's never happen.
they trying to bypass the parents. Let's read
You
some
believe
more.
that? Let's read some more, Shar, on how they disrespect the vagina. I am a vagina advocate. You know what I'm saying? Sisters, I'm a vagina advocate. Man. I got your back. You know? Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Keep talking how they disrespecting the vagina, man. Go ahead. Hold on, Shar. I'm gonna make props. I got some more.
Salakia. So if I may, you know, and people in that community call this progress. You know what I'm saying? Progression. Those are the words that they use. You know what I'm saying? Those are the key words that they use. They call this progression. That they can take, you know what I'm saying? They can take somebody's kids, a minor,
Right.
ship them out of state, and let the minor decide for himself what is best for this. A minor.
That's
A minor.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? 11-year-old, a 12-year-old,
They can't even
a
drive.
10-year-old. They can't even drive, but they can drive. They can drive to California. They can drive to California.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? And decide some, you know what I'm saying, life altering, you know what I'm saying, a situation
Yeah.
over the parents.
Major surgery.
Over the parents. But they're gonna leave after dinner.
If,
You know what I'm saying? They're gonna run away after
if
dinner.
that kid dies, who's at fault?
Ain't that something? That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? That and yo, P, that's a good point. They're not even old enough to drive, but they can make decisions on if they want to become a man or a woman or whatever,
Right.
whatever it is. You know what I'm saying?
They clearly confused.
This is crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
Let's hear some more disrespect in the vagina. Keep going.
It says, vagina, we love you.
Vagina, we love you. Vagina, we love you. Big up to the vagina.
Keep vaginas real.
Keep vagina matters.
It says legal experts and children's advocates warn that the measure, which awaits Democratic Governor Gavin Newsom's signature to become law, is almost certainly unconstitutional, would cause severe harm to the health and well-being of children, and would rigorously violate parental custody rights. The bill, SB 107, was put forward by State Senate Scott Weiner.
Of course his name is Scott Wiener.
Did you say what's his name? Scott
Wiener.
Wiener, huh? Ain't that something? That's why I want to be a woman.
Weiner has justified.
Weiner. Go ahead. Go ahead, Weiner. No,
Weiner has justified the measure because of laws passed in states that bar minors who identify as transgender from taking cross-sex hormones and undergoing surgeries to remove healthy organs, which he characterizes as brutal attacks on transgender children.
So wait, telling them not to cut themselves up is an attack.
Yeah.
But cutting themselves up ain't a brutal attack.
That's not brutal attack. That's not brutal, especially if you're weak. You know what I'm saying? That's not a brutal attack. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Check this out. However, the American College of Pediatricians has pointed out that 85% of minors who suffer from gender confusion have their feelings resolved by adulthood. And studies show that undergoing gender transition surgeries and using puberty-blocking hormones can lead to an increased depression and suicide.
Wow. And that's part. Go ahead, brother.
I did some research on
Winner?
No, the puberty blocking hormones that they use.
It's castration.
Is exactly the same drug they use to chemically castrate pedophiles.
Yeah.
It's exactly the same drug.
That's
So you are like chemically castrating these kids,
right?
Which is ridiculous. Somehow this is progress, and they're gonna feel different about it later,
right?
By adulthood,
because they're a kid. Their frontal lobe isn't developed until you're 25. Your frontal lobe is what stops you from making ridiculous decisions.
The metacognition.
That's why if damage your frontal lobes, you get like psychos and shit like that.
Right.
This nigga is smart. He said your frontal lobes. What the fuck is that? I mean, excuse my language. You know what I'm saying? But your frontal lobes, I just call it a dumbass nigga. You just dumb, nigga. Your frontal lobes bring certain thoughts that will project. What?
Okay,
Holy shit.
it's for brain development,
Most of
right?
break it down,
So
bro.
your frontal lobe is like the last thing to fully develop in your brain.
Right.
Right? It's the thing that prevents you from saying things you shouldn't say,
Right.
doing things you shouldn't do.
Like now, I guess my frontal lobes are all fucked up because excuse my language, because I'm just saying what I want to say.
That's from all them ass whoopings your mama used to
My frontal lobes are disturbed. That's why my forehead's so big. My frontal lobes are disturbed. Break down the frontal lobe.
So your frontal lobe isn't finished developing until you're 25.
Good. Now I'm way over that.
So when so up until you're 25, you are going to behave a little more, aggressively, I would say.
Right.
Meaning like you'll do the things that you shouldn't do. You don't fully understand consequences. That's why you want people to join the military at 18.
Right.
Because you don't truly understand. Right. You know what I mean?
Good time to get them.
Yeah, they develop enough that they'll listen to anything and they not fully understand the consequences.
Wow.
So to have your frontal lobe not developed to 25, but you making this decision at a teen, it's ridiculous. They can't even understand it.
Right.
Wow. Do you hear that? Yeah. Pay attention, y'all. Know what I'm saying?
Right.
Big up my man. Big up y'all out.
No one at 14 thinks about what life will be when they're 60.
Right.
No one. Nobody.
And it makes sense, and I'm gonna show you why. Let me get Ephesians 6 and 1.
Right.
You just get it right from the horse's mouth of the Bible.
I don't know if y'all know, bro. I just want to make my man real quick. Officer 5000 corrupt. He is the precept
No.
master.
not.
Like, yo, I had allergies. Well, precept, you find that in Ephesians chapter 1.
That's what happens.
He gonna bring out
That's
some
what
precepts.
happens when you in the car with Captain Shamal Wallace. Sir, what do you need? You answer that.
You sneeze, that's
2 and 1, 3 and 5. Damn, God, man.
Most big up to my man Rob, man, holding it down these scriptures, man. I said, word up, he got it. Let's get it.
Ephesians 6 and 1.
Mm-hmm.
Children, obey.
It says what?
Obey.
Oh, what?
Children, obey
Okay.
your parents.
Your what?
Your parents.
Keep going.
In the Lord.
And that's what's important. It says, children, obey your parents in the Lord.
Right.
Because these people right here are saying, listen, come to me. I'll be your parent. You want to change your box into a sword and a sword in a box? You know what I'm saying?
The magic show. You know what I'm saying?
The goddamn
sword
magic-
to a box to a sword.
Listen, man, I can't say what I want to say. You know what I'm saying? For the medical term, people, the penis and vagina. You know what I'm saying? But listen, obey your parents, man. Because what the brother just brought up, listen, your frontal lobe ain't developed. So your parents is there to do what? Guide you.
Right.
Especially if you serve the Most High, you're supposed to be guided in the way you should go, like the scripture says. And also the scriptures talk about, listen, the children is an inheritance to the Lord. That means they belong to him. So your job and your duty as parents is to make sure your children go the right way to the Lord. Read it again, Ashar.
Ephesians 6 and 1.
Mm-hmm.
Children, obey your parents
Right.
in the Lord.
Keep going.
For this is right.
Because this is what?
Right.
No, California is right.
This is right.
This is right. This is the right way.
Right.
Keep going.
Constant. Verse 2. Honor thy father and mother.
And that's what's missing. This is what's missing throughout this whole article. It says, honor thy father and thy mother. This is not promoting that. This is like, listen, if they ain't going to do their job as parents to make sure you do what you want to do, come to me. Come over here to the great old Death Row, California, and you can do whatever the hell you want to do.
You got CEOs dancing all in the videos.
Like if you don't want to honor your father and your mother, come here to California and cut your penis off and get a vagina.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Do whatever you want, whatever makes you feel great as a person. Because in this world, you can be whatever you want. Your pronouns could be goats, You know what I'm saying? A lamb.
Mine is Lord.
Listen, a bunny, she, them, hey.
Yeah, horse.
You can be whatever. I don't hear nobody say they're a whore though. There's no Bible where people say I'm a whore. I relate as a whore.
I'm a trans whore.
Right. There's no one wants to admit that. I'm a prostitute.
They don't want that pronoun.
I'm a gangster. I'm a killer. I'm a rapist. Everybody would deny all those things. But they want to be men and women. Listen, that's not how it's gonna happen. But keep going.
Which is the first commandment with promise.
Uh-huh.
Verse 3, that it may be well with thee,
Right.
and thou mayest live long on the earth.
And that's what's important. You obey your parents, you listen to them, and they're gonna send you in the right way of the Most High. And you honor your father and mother, you're gonna live a long, bright day. You're gonna live a long time, but when you don't, what will happen? You go out there to California, you change your gender and mess with your chemical, whatever being.
Chemical balance.
Chemical balance, the what? So, you know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, you regret it when you pass 25.
Right.
Because they don't want to talk about that. They don't want to talk about those teenagers who regretted doing those sexual changes.
That's right.
There's a whole bunch of them, but they'll push that to the corner. They'll push those people to the side because that's not part of their agenda.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Their agenda is to get our little boys and girls, the so-called Black, Hispanic, Native Indian boys and girls, man, and change them into these Decepticons and Triceratops and
Triceratops.
listen, Power Rangers. You know what I'm saying? They want to morph them into different.
Triceratops.
Yeah. Because in my mind, I'm thinking they want to change.
Yo, P, you heard that? Triceratops.
Listen, that's what they say. It's
I'm using that.
nigga.
You goddamn Triceratops.
That's a classic right there.
Listen, you can use it, but listen, that's what they want. They want them to transform. They call them here Power Rangers.
I'm bringing out that
You
kid.
niggas is out there Power Ranger every day.
You goddamn Triceratops out there. I'm gonna bring that out, kid. Stay tuned. You know what I'm saying? I'm bringing that shit.
What's ironic about this, right? They said those drugs could lead to depression and suicide. Well, the trans community has a 40%, like the suicide rate in the trans community is 40%. And you're gonna increase it.
Right.
Doing this.
That's right.
Yeah, like it doesn't like if this is how is this progressing? How you progress by killing them? How is this progression? You taking kids who know no better, they don't know better. You know what I mean? They still raise their hand to use the bathroom.
Right.
But they can get the major surgery without their parents. That's what they're saying. Without their parents, they can get major surgery, then go back to school and say, Mrs. I need to use the restroom. How ridiculous is that?
Yeah.
This is egregious. Like, this is ridiculous, and it ain't gonna end well. It never does.
Never does.
Never does. You know, this whole trans community. This is trendy. It's trendy right now.
Right, absolutely.
But these are lives at stake.
Absolutely. It's terrible. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, this, but on a serious note, this is what our kids are facing. This is what our kids are going through.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is a terrible, horrible, disgusting film. This is why America, not just America, but this is why this whole American society.
Right.
When I say American society, I'm talking about Central, South,
Right.
Caribbean, Canada, everything. It has to burn. It has to burn. What article we got coming up next, Charles? What we got next?
Well, you know, we hit a very
sensitive topic.
Sensitive topic for everyone. You know what I'm saying? And
I got a scripture. I got a scripture.
Oh, let's bring the scripture out. Come on, brother. It's curls.
You gotta get brought out. Mike, you ain't got no mic?
We're brothers. Share.
Most of the fact, y'all get up in there and share that. You know what I'm saying? Big up everybody that's tuned in. You know what I'm saying? Big up everybody that's tuned in. We rocking out for a little while, y'all. This is Let It Be Known podcast. Like it, share it, comment. Come on, y'all. Let's do the Lord. Let's do the work of the Lord. Come on with it.
Proverbs 29:2.
Get to that mic real good.
Yeah, I'm going bedrock. I'm going bedrock.
You go bedrock.
He said, I'm going bedrock.
You know what I'm saying? Hard body, one west.
Let's
You know what I'm
get
saying?
it.
This is the great devil, the great deceiver. You know what I'm saying? This is his philosophy. This is what he want to do. You know what I'm saying? He's based on confusion. That's the thing is he's based. Oh, Khan. and he based this stuff, you know what I'm saying? He just want to make confusion.
We
Let
are,
me get
we are,
that- let me
where you
get
read
that
it
scripture.
from? I'm sorry.
Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 2.
Let me read it for him. Put them up.
Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2. When the righteous are in authority.
Wait, say that again.
When the righteous are in authority.
ISUPK.
Are the righteous.
Right.
It's like it.
He caught you. He caught you.
It was true. It's true.
You damn right. Go ahead,
When
bro.
the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
The what?
The people rejoice.
That's right.
That's
Damn
blacks,
right.
Hispanics, and Native American Indians. When the righteous is in the authority.
That's
Who's the
right.
righteous? You know what I'm saying? The priests and prophets of the ISUPK.
That's
You know-
right.
You know what I'm saying? The blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, that's following the laws, statutes, and
You
commandments.
damn right, right.
You know what I'm saying? That's following the law, statute, commandments. The parents of blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians who's following the law, statutes, commandments.
That's right.
So when the righteous are in authority, the what?
The people rejoice.
The people what?
Rejoice.
The
You
people
damn right.
rejoice.
You damn right.
You know what I'm
Damn
saying?
right.
The people have smiles on their face
Uh-huh.
with their families, with their, you know what I'm saying, with their sons and their daughters and their mothers and their aunts. The smiles on their face. Read on.
But
But what?
But
Go on.
when the wicked,
When people from California, read on.
when the wicked
Go on.
beareth rule,
Go on.
the people mourn.
So when the wicked, when people like this that talking about, you know what I'm saying, this is you know what I'm saying, this is progression. You know what I'm saying? Your minor kids could go to a different state and you know what I'm saying, and do anything what they want to do to their body. And and the parents don't have anything to say about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When the wicked rip rights out of parents' hands, rip their kids out of their hands. You know what I'm saying? That's the wicked. And what happened to the people?
The people mourn.
What happened to the smiles? There's no more smiles on their face.
Right.
The parents, instead of they, you know what I'm saying, laughing and playing with their kids, they're crying. They're crying because their kids left them, ran away to a different state to change themselves.
That's right.
Now the parents is in bed crying, depressed. It's like,
Most High in Christ.
Right.
Give props out here, man. And Brian also 500 out of the young people. You damn right. You damn right. You know what I'm saying? So we have to listen. This is the point of our show. We bring out scriptures to show you that, you know, things are not new under the sun. And so everything means something. Don't you cut that Bible short. Don't let nobody put in your mind this is a white man's book. And the white man was no. This is a book for so-called black Hispanics, Native Americans, man.
Right.
This is the blueprint and the map that we need to get to the kingdom. You understand? Or this is what we need. So what we got next? What's going on next? What we got?
You know, the sensitive topic, that needs protecting and saving, the vagina. Because in the words of Joe
Get
Muhammad,
into the vagina.
in the words of Joe Muhammad, it's a beautiful thing. Because not only, there's pleasure to lay there, but the gift of the Lord also comes out of there.
Damn right.
Children come from women, right? And we got to protect our women,
They come out of them.
right?
Uh-huh.
Because here in New York City, the New York City Council are canceling mothers in favor of birthing people.
Whoa! Hold on a second. Hold
Because we got
on.
to protect vaginas.
Hold on. Hold on. If you're pro vagina, we need you in the chat right now.
Right.
This is just. Read that title again. What did you just say?
New York City Council cancels mothers in favor of birthing people.
So they don't want mothers to have babies. Is that what you're
And
saying?
they're changing it. Women with vaginas are no longer considered the only people who can give birth.
Right.
Therefore, they're not calling them mothers. They're calling them
Whoa.
birthing people.
So Stanley can have a baby. That's what you're saying?
Yes.
He can
Unfortunately.
shit, he can doodle on out of his butt. You know what I'm saying? Stanley.
Wow.
Ain't that something? Excuse me, Kevin.
Now, you know what's interesting?
Oh my God.
You know what's interesting?
Easy.
Whenever we say there's an agenda happening, we get pushback. People say there's no agenda, but people just living their lives. Meanwhile, there's laws being passed, there's bills being proposed. Like, if anyone knows anything about politics, you understand that is an agenda. Someone has to write it, have to be voted in, people have to put addendums in. Like, this is clearly an agenda, and it's clearly an attack on women. Women should be standing up more. You know what I mean? Like,
real quick, listen, we think this is an attack on women and vagina, where Stanley, I'm gonna say Stanley, I don't know who Stanley is, but Stanley can have a baby up his butt. We want y'all to put in the chat, how do you feel about this?
right.
Especially women, I mean, damn, you're being disrespected. They say you became womanizers, and we hate women, and you want you to be submissive. Listen, we don't want Stanley having the people in his butt.
They're trying to eliminate them.
Please, in the chat, how do you feel about this topic? Let's go further into this topic of Shredder Pun and Yawala. What y'all got? Come on.
It says, at this rate, celebrating Mother's Day in New York City might get you canceled. Oh. The city council's lefty leadership has become so woke that many members have started to replace the word mother in legislation and other official correspondence with non-gender terms like birthing people and birthing parents. A legislative package approved by the council last month addressing racial disparities in maternal health care was filled with plenty of examples of members inserting trans-sensitive language in place of mother. For instance, a resolution authored by Councilwoman Carolina Rivera calling on the state to take steps to better inform public about cesarean sections notes that risks to birthing parents, not mothers, include infection, postpartum hemorrhage, and others. While the seven, and she does not have children, by the way, while the 7 bills and 4 non-binary resolutions, which were signed into law Wednesday by Mayor Eric Adams.
Yeah, boo that man.
Mayor Eric Adams had overwhelming support from the predominantly Democratic council. Conservative council members said they wanted no part of the anti-mom agenda and openly wondered whether it's only a matter of time before their lefty colleagues come up with gender-neutral terms for fathers like sperm suppliers.
Did you say sperm suppliers?
Oh my God.
Sperm suppliers.
Oh my God.
So that's what they call them, fathers now? Sperm?
That's something that they're using as an example that the left might try to say. Instead of fathers, they might say something stupid like sperm suppliers.
Wow. And you
like
know,
birthing.
you know who's going to get
birthing
that title, right? You know who's going to get that title. Or sperm supplier.
What's interesting here is, as with every movement, they're using it on the backs of black people. Because though they're putting this language in this bill is about protecting people of color. That's how they say it. They don't want to say black people no more. From dying from cesarean, from C-sections. Because for some reason, and it's racism, black women die at a crazier rate in hospitals.
Right.
Regardless of what's going on. Regardless of what sickness they have, they don't see black women as people. You know what I mean? So they die more. So they have a bill in here trying to protect black women. That's what this is about. It's about black women. And somehow they put all this trans talk in the bill, as the gay community has been doing for this whole inception, using black people as a way in. They use the civil rights movement, the talk of the civil rights movement. Right here, they're using the disparity in health. Right, this is a bill for black women for C-sections.
So what they're doing is merging.
Right.
They're merging the LBGT plus whatever comes.
This is probably like one page.
Yeah, this is one.
One
and
page.
they're merging it into like the black struggle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
because black people have the only real struggle.
When we say black, we're talking about all tribes too, by the way. Just for the listeners.
Okay.
We're talking about all so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans. Right. So when we say black, you're like, ew, it's one nigga. No, this covers all 12 tribes of Israel.
Right.
Blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans. Go ahead, brother.
Right. And what they do, because blacks, including all the tribes, obviously, is a minority. Right. So minorities is a protected group in this country. So to make themselves a minority, They're making their sex as though it's a nationality. Their choice of who they have sex with as like a nationality. So instead of they'll say I'm gay, I'm trans, I'm this, as though it's like saying I'm black or Mexican or you know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
And
It's like I got you.
yeah, and so they've been doing that from their inception, the gay community, and they're continuing to do it with the trans community because it's even less trans people, you know, in America. So it's like they're trying to use the minority protection for themselves.
Right.
And here's the thing: they're all white people, really. You know, it's white people getting more and more from black people.
When there's destruction of black people, there's a white man always behind.
Yeah, because they don't have a struggle.
Right.
So they wouldn't actually benefit from any of these things. Like, you know, we have a rich history of literally the government oppressing us.
Right.
White people don't have that. So they try to make themselves a minority with gay, trans, this, that. And since they don't have a struggle, because there was never a time when anyone was attacking trans or gay, you know what I'm saying? They connected to our struggle. So they've been doing that, and this is just another case of them doing that. This is a bill to protect black women when they get C-sections.
Wow.
Yeah, this bill is a bill to protect black women when they get C-sections. Oh,
So okay, let's get into it for a moment.
yes.
This is a bill to protect black women when they get C-sections. Explain.
Okay, this bill is to protect the health disparity with C-sections, right? Okay, black women has the highest of that. C-sections and the health disparity.
Okay.
So the bill is basically targeting black women. But trans community came in, and instead of saying mothers,
Right.
they say birthing people. So they're putting themselves essentially part of the bill. Yes.
I got you. Okay.
So now, if you put birthing people, it applies to them now. Right? Like, because if it said woman, it wouldn't apply to someone who says I'm non-binary.
Right.
Then you're not a woman. It don't apply to you. But if you say birthing people, now it applies to you. So now they get to ride.
General statement, so it can be inclusive.
Right.
To whatever.
So now they get the benefits of this bill. And they're going to take the benefits away from black women.
Are you guys listening to what we're talking about? Are you listening out there? Anybody that's listening right now, please like, share, comment, put a 1 or something if you understand what the hell we're talking about.
Right.
This is crazy.
I'm basically explaining how the gay agenda affects black people and how it's being used to not give black people resources.
Right.
Whenever a black struggle happens, or we're trying to have a bill that's specific, they come in and attach themselves.
That's crazy.
So now
That's terrible.
this bill going to apply to them.
Wow.
It's going to apply to trans people.
They're including themselves. Okay, wow. Listen, the LGBT plus community is merging themselves into the so-called black struggle, civil rights, whatever you want to call it. They're merging themselves and trying to unify themselves in that struggle.
Right.
Let me tell you something. Go ahead.
And it's to silence black people. Because if they're in our bill, it's going to be for them. Just like, look, the biggest beneficiaries of the Civil Rights Act is white women. Believe it or not.
Yeah.
The biggest beneficiaries of what is it called? Affirmative action is white women. Because
it's not for us, it's their struggle.
Because it didn't say specifically black people.
Right.
And this is why they never want to say specifically black people. When you ask a politician, what are you going to do for black people? What does he say? I'm going to do something for everybody.
Right.
Which means they're going to do nothing for black people.
Right. Including everybody means none.
Exactly. So now you have a bill that will protect black women. They took over this bill by putting their language in it, so it applies to them.
Right.
And who's going to be the beneficiaries of this? White women.
Right.
They could say they're men, they're still white women.
Nasty, despicable devil dogs. You snow roaches. You know what I'm saying? Let's move on though, real quick. That's disgusting, but big up, give me your wallet here. You know what I'm saying? We'll break that down.
I go to
Give him a triple here. You know what I'm saying?
just break down what's happening, you know, behind the scenes.
Yeah, we're trying to crack the water to you, brother. Brother, you want to say something real quick for the listeners?
Comic-Con. One thing I would like to say that trans people hate their mothers.
Right.
All trans people hate their mothers.
And
You know what I'm
fathers.
saying? Their mothers and fathers who gave birth to them. They hate mothers and fathers. They hate parents.
Right.
All trans people hate parents. That's what I'm saying.
Also in Christ. And that is so true. You know what I'm saying? That is absolutely true. You know what I'm saying? You hate your mother and father. You have no respect for them at all. They gave birth to what they gave birth to. Now you want to switch it.
Exactly.
Now you want to switch it, and twist it and turn
The irony,
it.
they'll say like a guy will be like, I'm a woman on the inside. Well, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
How would you know how a woman feel? You've never been one.
Right.
What does that even mean?
Right.
It's a nothing statement.
It sounds crazy. Back in the day, we would say, it's a white boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you couldn't be transracial back in the day. Like, you know what I mean? You act like a white person, like, yeah, a white boy, yo. What's that white boy? You know what I mean? Now it's like, you can act the hell you want now. Now you can be a whole girl. You can take your name and say, my name is Tyrone, and just call yourself Terry.
They,
You know what I'm
they used
saying?
to combat that by saying like, why? Because I sound educated.
I said it, yeah, right.
I sound educated. I sound right. And
Right.
niggas know the difference. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to act like you're a white person. I'm not talking about your educational level. Because you still can be educated and be black and talk just like me.
Like Judge Mathis.
Like remember the
Remember
the movie with Jim Carrey in it? And he had the black adopted kid.
Oh, yeah.
What is it? Meet myself. Is it Meet Myself and Irene?
Yes.
Remember he had the dude from Blackish on there?
Right.
And he hood as hell, smart as hell. Nigga, you don't know how to fly this helicopter? Oh, yeah. German. Oh, shit. No. You know what I'm saying? Like, mad hood, mad educated. So when we say you acting like you're a oppressor, listen, you acting like his way.
Right.
That's right.
You want to be him.
It is funny because language is cultural.
Yes, it is.
Language is cultural. The way you speak is part of the culture you're a part of, right? So if I'm telling you to act white, you speak like their culture.
Right.
That's not. I didn't give you a test. I didn't test your intelligence at all. You sound white.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you sound like someone who was raised by them,
Right.
not raised by us.
That's it.
People don't want to admit that. People don't understand that. Language is cultural. The references we use in our language is cultural.
Right.
Bye, Felicia. Do I have to say what movie that's from?
And you know what? And their oppressor will say that. And when they're, bye, Felicia.
Right.
You ask them where it's from.
Right.
Because it's not part of their culture.
Right. It's not
You know, the internet is making them catch us quicker. They're stealing our culture quicker.
Right.
But language is cultural. So if I say you sound white, it's because you sound white.
Right.
Because their language is part of their cultures. Come on.
Right.
Man. Come on.
Absolutely.
Read read the sister's comment, Charlotte. I can't see it. I need glasses. I'm getting old as I don't know what.
Avis said, I can understand that because since black men were able to vote before white women, I'm pretty sure affirmative action was created around the time, whether they said it or not.
What y'all feel about that? What she said? How y'all feel about that?
True.
Why? Explain, brother. Break it down.
It's because of the specifics, right? If they don't actually say black people, if they say, that's why they use the term minorities.
Right.
Because
It's inclusive.
Chinese people are minorities in America.
You're right.
You know what I mean?
So are Turkish people.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
So
They
the
may be
Turkish-
more of a minority.
Right.
Armenians may be more of a minority.
Right.
So who's going to be the last person to be chosen? Or now they have the excuse of not choosing you. The legal excuse, right? You got to have a minority. I have one. Her. She's a minority. I'm not going to get a black woman. I'm going to get a white woman. That's how they took over affirmative action.
Right.
Because the bills are never inclusive, and it's on purpose. It's on purpose. Ask a politician What are you gonna do for black people? Not the black people. And I promise you, they won't tell you anything.
Listen,
They'll never say
we
it.
could go back to Obama. When Obama was like, listen, I'm not a black president. I'm an everybody president.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? He shut that black shit down quick.
Right.
I know we got president in the black and my what you call it blue. I know that.
I like it brown and all that shit.
I play ball. But
Cool. I
love a white
I'm saying smoking weed. I got a big butt. Black women.
Matter of fact, Obama's the one who passed most of the gay bills.
Yeah. True.
How many bills he passed for black people specifically?
Yeah.
Hey, when did most of these high visual cases of black brutality happen? On the Who's Watch? On the Who's Watch was Trayvon Martin killed. Who's Watch was Eric Garner choked.
Right.
Who's Watch?
Playing all.
Who's Watch? It was Obama's watch. And because he didn't want to upset white people, he made sure he couldn't do nothing for black people.
And black people accept it.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Like the goddamn Black Panther,
Right.
Wakanda forever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that what's her name? Michelle Obama.
Mm-hmm.
And she had a trailer trunk. You know what I'm saying? She had a dump truck behind her. You know what I'm saying? Good. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, he's black. No. That brother's not. I'm shooting. That nigga's not black.
No.
He had a black woman with her. They go black. There was dude that wasn't. You know what I mean? And that's a shame. You know what I'm saying? That's sad. You know what I'm saying?
Another thing, we gotta, just for the audience sake, black is a condition. It's a condition we're describing. Now, East Indians is darker than me, but they're not black. And we all know they're not black.
Yeah, they say they not.
Right? Black is a condition. We always in that condition. That's why we're black. We're still in it. But me, Tribe of Judah, the incredible Taino, you know what I mean? Ashar Khan, like we were all in that condition, and that's why we're all black. Just to be clear, people don't know. They think it's the skin color.
Right. Yo, funny story, real quick. Right. I'm at my slavery. This is like East Indian girl that works in the back. I'm in the break room, and she cuts on the light, and she was like, I didn't mean to scare you. I'm like, was it because you're black? She was like, what? No. She was like, you gotta think about it. No. It was like, you're blacker than me. But it was like, she had to think about it. But I'm not black. I'm like, you are black. She was like, what you mean? I'm like, let me see your hand and show you my hand. Like, we did like this. It's like, look, you're darker than me.
Exactly.
She was like, what?
She was mad as a motherfucker.
She was mad, yo. She was mad as hell. Because I switched it on. I did what white people did. Like, I was like, you sneak up on white people. No, I didn't mean to scare you. Like, are you scaring me? Because I'm black? Because I did that to her. She didn't know what to say.
She was like,
she was like, I'm not black. I'm like, but you're darker than me. I'm just wanting to see what she said. I'm darker than me. She was like all kinds of, I can't offend him. I don't want HR. She just was like, you're right. It's just
because somewhere she knows she ain't black.
Right.
She knows it ain't skin color. All skin
color. No, it's because
color.
She knows what her parents done taught her.
Right.
All nations teach you the propaganda of everything on how a nigga is.
Even though
black
she's
man.
dark skinned,
right?
Like a nigga.
Right.
Even though she's dark skinned like a Latino, even though she's dark skinned, she's still taught you are not them.
They are taught. I am Indian. I'm East Indian from such and such country. Right. You don't know where you're from. I know where I'm from. I'm not black. I'm not a color. That's us. We are taught we're black. Look at that beautiful black girl, this and that. And we don't know where we come from.
That black queen.
Right. We don't know where we come from. So when another nation that we know that they're not black, when we say that to them, they're black and are ignorant, they'll ready to shut you down.
Right.
How dare you tell me I'm black? I'm from the second kings of Saudi Arabia family of Jesus and
because their tribes are not lost.
Right, of course.
That's right. Don't sound correct. You're damn right.
We are the lost tribes of Israel. Their tribes ain't lost. Ask Arab, he's gonna say I'm Ishmael.
Absolutely. You already know that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Big up to the Most High God for separating us.
Right.
Making us a holy and separate people. You know what I'm saying? As Deuteronomy Deuteronomy 7:6 says, right, we are holy and separate. We are above all nations, black man, woman, and child. Y'all better pay attention. What we going to next is Charlotte? What you got lined up?
Just one more time, you know, we gotta protect vaginas.
Obviously, sure.
You been coming with some bangers today. The research today, he coming with some bangers, man.
Sure, the fact with it, with the vagina. You know what I'm saying? Me too. You know what I'm saying?
That's helpful.
Most High in Christ, big up to that. We are vagina protection. We're doing Shamar on the vagina.
You gotta keep vaginas real, man. Keep vaginas safe.
Keep them safe, right?
All right, keep it safe. Keep it safe from these predators. Most High in Christ.
So we're gonna switch gears and talk about something else that I really like to talk about.
Vagina?
No. Cops.
Oh! Shit.
NYPD.
That's a 360.
New Jersey cops.
New Jersey, okay. I thought I go to war with NYPD. Listen, I hate them with guys. I'm sorry.
Oh God! What's up with dirty, disgusting New Jersey? Big up to Captain Tazariak, who's out of New Jersey but runs the whole East Coast, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Big up to Captain Tazariak, Officer Kawaga Bar, and brothers up there in Jersey.
Strong.
What Jersey got going?
Wait. Hold on. Before we get Salaki, we can't talk about Jersey without talking about this Thursday. General Mahyman is teaching they got camp in Jersey.
Yes.
He's teaching out of Jersey.
Yes.
Jersey is going up.
Yes.
Jersey is going to be set on fire.
Big up Jersey.
Speaking of Jersey,
we're going to go crazy this weekend.
Don't miss it.
This is our weekend. If you're close, come by. If you can't,
Come by.
If you can't,
Come by.
If you can't, come by.
Right.
You
Straight up.
can come by. Come by regardless.
We're gonna go out there. Why we go out there? Because Sean wants to read about a dirty, disgusting, filthy group of individuals that call themselves police out in Jersey. Sean, please.
Okay. So, two more New Jersey cops have been sentenced for robbing Patterson residents during illegal searches.
two more.
Two more.
So it's been others.
Right.
Yes.
So they're on a robbing spree. The cops are on a robbing spree in Jersey.
Right.
The cops are robbing, not the robbers.
They are the robbers. The crooks are being crooks.
That's fucking crazy. Wow.
So we got Skillione and Skillawag here.
Is that the name?
No.
Oh, really? Oh, hell no. I'm gonna tell this shit all night. It's the last article.
Cops robbing everybody? Crazy.
It says, two more Patterson police officers were sentenced on Friday for illegally searching, beating, and robbing the people they swore an oath to protect, according to the Department of Justice. Frank Toledo and Daniel Pence were the last two members of a ring of crooked Patterson officers to be sentenced. Three other officers, Yudi Ramos, Jonathan Bostillos, and Matthew Torres, were sentenced on Thursday.
Wow.
All five of the recently sentenced officers testified against their sergeant, Michael Sheff, who was convicted of leading the crime ring that terrorized Patterson residents. From at least 2016 to April 2018, the six officers would shake down locals for money, steal from people they conducted illegal searches on, and beat residents who resisted. The officers would target people in expensive cars or people leaving bodegas who might have just used an ATM. They would split the cash among themselves and submit false reports to cover their tracks.
Wow.
Patterson has a large Black and Latino population. and legal records obtained by the Patterson Times suggest the group disproportionately targeted people of color.
Read that quote. I just read it. Read that quote.
Here's a quote from Toledo told Bustillos. I've been borderlining blacking out when I catch these niggers. He said in a text message reproduced in court documents. I beat that nigga like he owed me money. And these are what two cops are texting and talking to each other about.
Right. Well,
So
what I want to know is, so all of these cops testified against the sergeant, right? What about the other police officers?
the
ones that's not so-called in this ring. That blue wall of silence they have. Like that's something that got to be addressed because they're only able to do this
Right.
with the other cops' consent. With the other cops' consent. They call it the blue wall of silence with the police. This is why you can't change the system from the inside.
What's crazy is, the first, I don't even know how much cop it was before, because this is 2 more, it says, right?
So it's five, and then I think the chief.
So wait, it's 5, or these 2 included with the 5? So it's 6, you're saying?
Yes, with the chief included.
So
All right, so
far.
So before it was 3, now these 2, they make.
No, it was always all of them, but they're saying that the previous 3 were already arrested. Now they're talking about the 2 more
that they got it on. All right, so
Yeah.
for everything that has to go, there's always something that they always got to talk about. Like if everything goes down, somebody got to be the front.
Right.
Somebody got to take this on the chin. We're gonna take care of you. We're gonna make sure you got this and this, but we all can't go down because what y'all are saying is true. They have to know that you're doing this. They got it.
There's no way.
There's no way that these 5 is doing it, and the rest of the police department is out of their mind. I can't believe what was these niggas saying now?
Yeah, because people file complaints.
Right.
So other officers who's not part of this ring can see the complaints. So if everyone's being complained about being robbed, you know what I mean? It will come up. The only way this could progress into what it is by the good cops, quote unquote, the so-called good cops being silent, which means they're not good. They're not good. The blue wall of that's what they call it amongst themselves. The blue wall of silence allowed this to happen. And they're targeting our people. I mean, come on. They target people coming out of the ATMs, black people.
Oh boy.
You believe it? Like, come on, man. Driving expensive cars in front of bodegas, shaking them down. If they resist, they beat them.
Of course, they've been doing it forever. You know what I'm saying?
Right. They've always done this.
It's nothing new at all.
So, Lockie, if I may, a ring like this, because this was a robbery ring. So they claim that they've been doing it for like 2 years.
Yep.
2 years.
That we know of.
Any illegal act that's being done on the block or whatever, you need permission by the cops. The cops know that you sell drugs, know that you know what I'm saying, doing all these illegal acts. They know that because you got their permission to do so.
Right.
And you try to tell me, and like you were saying, other cops knew because everybody was in on it. You know what I'm saying? He was just the 5-4 guys, but everybody was in on it.
Right.
Everybody knew if you go down, you know what I'm saying, this is our area right here. So so you know what I'm saying, because cops have like different precincts all over the city.
Mm-hmm.
All the precincts know about that.
Of course.
All of them. All of them knew. You could not do anything about, you know what I'm saying? You can't do no illegal act like this without your friends knowing about
And
it. They're friends.
People don't know how the system works, right? If someone went and did a complaint, right? You could put in a complaint at any precinct, right? And you can even put it in anonymously if you think someone's going to retaliate or what have you, right? That goes in the system, meaning any cop can see that. So if they keep getting complaints about being robbed, it would come up. Like you have to ignore it. You know what I'm saying? You have to see it and ignore it.
Well, what's locked is, sir, you have to delete it.
Right.
You have to delete it.
Right. Like it's more. I mean, listen. So far, they're breaking down this so-called ring, but they all crooked. The whole system is crooked. Like even the fact that all 5 of these cops told on the chief or whatever, testified against him. It just shows how intricate it was, how much they was working together. And I'm pretty sure they wasn't alone. They can't be alone. Like, how are you doing illegal searches? From those searches, you stealing evidence. Like, it's too many people involved. Evidence is a whole different chain. You know what I'm saying? Like a whole different process with different people, right? Like it's bigger than this, but I guess these guys gotta take the fall.
Absolutely.
You know, like this is ridiculous.
And this is more proof that America is disgusting.
Right.
And oppressor is disgusting, and the lives we live are not the lives we should live. You know what I'm saying? I want to say this real quick. If you're sitting there watching right now, you got a few viewers right now. Yo, put your name and put your city, where you represent, where you from, or either where you at. You know what I'm saying? Put your city in there. You know what I'm saying? Represent real quick. We got a few people that's watching. You know what I'm saying? Good amount of people that's watching. All of y'all, put your city and represent for your city where you at right now. If you from Oakland, Vallejo, San Francisco, you Tennessee, New York, wherever you from, put your city in there right now in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Put it in there, man, and represent, man. You know what I'm saying? This is One West, 125th Street, New York, man. Make sure y'all share this. Put your city in the chat right now. Right. All of you. You know what I'm saying? Put it in there. It really rock with us and want to get down with us, man. You know what I'm saying? Put it down, man, because we represent all of One West, all of the UPK. You know what I'm saying? Right. So put your city in there right now. You know what I'm saying? Put your city in there. Big up to my man, the Struggle Pun. Brother, what you got next? We got some new articles or what? What we got next?
Oh, well, let's no, I was gonna say I think we should take a break and then go to the war report and everything.
You want to do that? Let's take a little. All right, no sweat.
It's 6:18, so we don't want to stretch it out so much.
No, we don't.
So can I make one statement?
Right.
Of course.
On that article, that story.
Please.
Okay, so we don't vote officers into office, right? So the way they have authority over you is they're deputized by the mayor, because you vote the mayor in, right? The office they're upholding is the office of mayor. That's one thing I haven't seen in this article. Who's holding the mayor accountable for his officers,
right?
Attacking essentially the neighborhood. Like, that's the mayor's fault. He signs their checks. He is the one who gave them the authority to do what they're doing, right? We don't vote them in. We didn't see a background, none of that. They voted him in, and he deputized them. So the mayor should definitely have the answer for this. You know, like, they need to pull. He's responsible too.
Right.
I just don't. They never want to take it to where it should be. That's the mayor's. That's his officers, and they should address that.
They absolutely should.
Right.
Will they?
No.
Who knows?
There you go. Look, we got him right there.
Who's that?
Officer Karayala.
Hey, is he on?
So yeah.
Hey, shalom. Y'all watching me on camera the thumb. Hey, what's going on?
What's popping? What's going down?
Chilling, man. You know, I'm out here picking cotton. You know what I mean?
Damn. Don't do that.
Oh, yeah, well, shit. Baby need new shoes, you know?
Most you on a slave right now. Big up to Officer Karayala, who's on the slave right now. You know what I'm saying? But he
Damn right.
Quick, you know what I'm saying? So what you got, man? Everything good? What's happening? I heard you had camp out in Connecticut recently. How was that?
Yes. Yesterday, it was the wild, man. Yo, it was great, man. I wish all the ICM could have been there, you know. Ashaga Palm was there, but that don't count. No, I'm just playing. I'm messing with you, Ashaw.
Was he out there with the Jerry curl?
Say that again?
He had the Jerry curl when he was out there? Was he out there with the Jerry curl?
No. He wasn't out there with the Jerry curl. He was. He had the undercover no way, he did. He had his hair.
Yeah, give him a hand.
Yeah, he did have it out.
Yeah. It wasn't an S curl, it was a Jerry curl. You know what I'm saying? Most High in Christ. So
He had the S curl. He had the S curl with the pacifier, like that West Coast shit you seen in Boys in the Hood. You know?
Good night. One thing I did hear is that he was bringing out some information regarding your campsite. Well, I thought that was very interesting. If you don't mind, sir, I'm gonna let Ashar explain your campsite out there in New Haven, Connecticut. You know what I'm saying? Where you hold camp at. I want Ashar to explain the history of that campsite, if I may, real quick.
Now, go ahead, brother. Go.
Ashar, please explain the history.
Khan, Officer Corialla has a perfect camp spot where we go out there, and speak, right? Because around there's a bus right in front of us, and there's nothing but our brothers destroyed, sitting there smoking weed, selling drugs, using drugs, drinking, being homeless. And on that very same camp spot, right behind us, is called the New Haven Green. And right there, back in the 1800s, that's where the last publicly documented slave transaction occurred. Back in 1825. And I believe it was a sister by the name of Lucy and her child were sold to an abolitionist for $10 and then released and then made free moments later. But through a big chunk of New Haven's history, that New Haven Green was like the market, the place to go if you wanted to buy, trade, and sell slaves. Wow. So much that they had to have the sheriffs orchestrate and maintain the peace there, because they wanted to make sure that no one was getting robbed of the deals that they were making by selling their slaves. So back that was a very historical moment in New Haven's history, because that camp spot is where the slaves were sold in New Haven.
Right. Do you hear what he just said? I mean, that's where the slaves were sold, out in New Haven. And right now, the Lord put a priest and prophet over that whole area.
And what's crazy is Yale is like a block away.
Right.
That Ivy League school that got rich off of the slave trade and is 1 block away.
Hey, where's Yale from?
England.
Where?
England.
Where?
England.
Exactly.
That's right. Give him a hand.
Bullsworth.
That's where Yale comes from.
Bullsworth,
England.
whatever
that
it's called.
Disgusting, stinking whore that just died.
That money was
it
going.
ties to the camp spot in Connecticut, which was a slave port, actually. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it was slaves were sold there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn right.
The Lord put a strong and powerful priest and prophet and officer of 5,000 Karaya Allah out there to make sure that we get that.
Most High Christ.
That's right.
Most High Christ, man.
That's right.
The water for those kind words, brother.
Yeah, no sweat, sir. They kind, but they real. You know what I'm saying? This is real shit. It's lucky, sir.
Most High Christ.
You know
Speak on. Keep on going, brother. Don't stop. Nah, I'm messing with you.
Nah, well, keep going. I'm messing with you. But just let people know that we do meticulous research before we go to these camp spots and go out to certain spaces in certain cities. We do meticulous work. You know what I'm saying? To say, okay, this is the best spot to go out to, whatever. And Officer Corialla picked this spot for some reason. He does not live in New Haven, but he knew about this spot in New Haven.
Right.
Because of and that Shark Pun just brought out. He knew that this
right.
Go to. You know what I'm saying? So listen, y'all. We doing this work out here, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We doing this work. We working. We getting our people out. We're getting our people out the gutters and the slums like we're supposed to. And they say, you're not getting nobody out the gutters and slums. Do you see my face?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You see my face. You see my brother's face. So
Right.
obviously this truth is working. Because the
Damn
niggas
right.
could have you in your mother. Could have you in your house. Could have you in a very compromising position.
An
You know what I'm saying?
uncomfortable position.
Yeah.
And your father
They
and
could
your
have you
brother
that
and
way.
your sister
Right.
predictable reasons
could have you
of not
right.
making it out, my
Exactly.
brother.
Exactly.
Could have you in a different position, but the brothers are
Yeah.
wrong right now. Is in this truth. Big up Officer Karayala, you know what I'm saying? Big up my hand, you know what I'm saying? Give him a
Most
hand.
High Christ, the water, man.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, sir, anything you want to add before we move on? What you want to talk about?
Well, no, I just want to the water for the Akim that came out. Captain Gatazar, Ashaga Pond, Officer Shaul,
Damn right.
and Super Harya Allah.
Listen, Shaul is like a bookmark. You put him there, he's gonna be there the next day. You know what I'm saying?
Damn right.
Excuse me,
Damn right.
I think Officer Shalai was out there too at the camp. How you doing? It's me.
Shalai, yo, man, of course you was out there. Officer Hazahab, who else?
Shit, I guess
I forget, man. Captain Shamar Walla.
Gabar Moth, it down. Gabar Moth.
Gabar Moth. How could I forget? How can I forget Gabar Moth? Yes. You know, the brother, you know, he there, he holding it down in spite of what he's going through. You know what I mean? He holding it down.
Big up Hartford, Connecticut.
Damn right.
That down, big body style. Big up to him.
Yes.
Right.
Damn right. But you know, I just wanted to say that, you know, we just gotta keep pushing. You know what I mean? We gotta keep pushing, man, because you know, Connecticut definitely.
Hold on 1 second. So you're on camera? Get him on camera real quick. Put the camera up. Is he up there?
He's up there.
Widen it out, Ashar. Widen it. I just want to show them how ugly you really are. Put him out there.
Yeah, yo, Israel already know how ugly I am. You know, they already know how ugly I am.
Most High Christ.
Now you over there exposing your brother's nakedness, man.
My fault. I'm sorry. Salakia, sir. I'm trying to get my reputation going. That's why I just want to show how ugly my big brother is. Big up Officer Karayala. Give him a hand once again.
Damn right.
Saying the man over Connecticut holding it down. He's been holding it down for years. You better get with it. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Thank you, sir, for your time and your patience. He's the highest ranking 5,000 in New York City. You know what I'm saying?
Most High Christ.
A very big, very, very, very big trait and a very big thing to hold on. He's the highest ranking 5,000 in New York City, which means he's directly under the captain's. Yeah, right.
Let's not forget that.
Headquarters. This is the highest rank of 5,000 who holds his rank underneath the directly underneath the captains. You better pay attention. You understand what I'm saying? Big up to you, sir, and how you doing, Connecticut, and how you've been leading us from back in the day until now. You've been leading us and guiding us. That's why you got the rank you have right now, son. It's well deserved. I'm saying what you have. So why, sir?
Most High Christ, man. The water, man. And remember, Shalaya Allah. Don't mess with my nap time.
Yes, sir. I got checked, yo. That's an inside joke between us. I got super checked about something that I'm never going to go into. Yeah, make sure you watch out. You know what I'm saying? Pay attention when you talk.
Yeah, that's an inside joke, man.
Big up to you, sir. We appreciate you. Yo, sir, stay on the line. You know, maybe you want to go on mute if you want to, but stay on line. We're going to move on to another topic, if you don't mind.
I'm on. Con.
Yes, sir. Great. All right, we're going to go into a quick break. We're going to play a couple of songs real quick, and we're going to get right back at y'all. Y'all better get in the comment section. Right. I ain't seen no cities put up yet. I see one. Big up Schenectady, New York. Right. Big up. I know I got family out there. Big up. I ain't see no city. I don't see Oakland, California. I don't see none of y'all brothers out there or sisters. Big your city up in that chat, man. Stop playing. Right. Big your cities up right now. We going to a break. We're gonna play some hard body. Let's get it.
And don't forget, protect vaginas.
This is the vagina protection section.
IGBK headquarters. Sex is marriage. I can have as many wives I want. You don't believe it, so you go with the nigga that smoke blunts and sell crack. Go to church on Sunday with a shaved face, praise a white Jesus, and you don't think that's whack? Come on, baby, you need to be a grown lady and realize I'm more pure than coke in the 80s. There's no understanding between us, that's why everything's shady, shady, shady. Pressure bust pipes, but not the pipes on the Mercedes. When you see the whip, baby, the only thing you gonna say is, nigga, that's crazy. Sex is marriage, then come the babies. Be my helpmate, I'ma let you aid me. She call me Lord Finesse, cause I'm strictly for the ladies. She call me Lord Finesse, cause I'm strictly for the ladies. She call me Lord Finesse. Sex is marriage, I'm so into you. Be my helpmate, I show you what to do. Sex is marriage, I'm so into you. Be my helpmate, I show you what to do.
Sex is marriage. Sex is marriage. Sex is marriage. Sex is marriage.
Yo. Oh man, god damn. No.
AB with the keys.
They say the spirit itself bear witness with my spirit, and we are the children of God. That's why we all black, booted, ready for war like your Howard Shah. Raised under boys and mighty men just so I can
put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Be my rib, she suffer all my hurt. Give her all my love, she about that work. While I put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Papa Shaw, let's prove and work. When the sky falls, it's gonna get me work. While I put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. While I put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Watch my arms and we all been out here. We all about it. My father's work. Yahweh, Shah. I'm from Miss Move all the time. My ladies is fine. We follow the order. I told you. Full of culture, you ain't thought of. Streets I was taught on. Type you can daily depart on. Bought, sold, and I fought on. Charges I caught on. They call it the cause of the heart that I got for assault on my block. Snitch, I am not. Ain't for a cop. My enemy sinned against me. I'm a sinner. But what they got in them, they healing baptism of Christ. Screaming, Yahweh, Shah. In my battle cry. Ready to die, no biggie. How to offend me? I'm litty. She wanna get with me. I'm picky. Digging the rip till she dizzy. Give her the rapture. Get her back rub. Then back to the action. Packing it full metal jacket. Never get murked. Putting in my father's work. Never see me with them heathens. My team hated. We the greatest on face of the earth. We the truth. I know it hurt. Fruitless to believe your words. It ain't about nothing. You bluffing. Scared go to church. True definition of Christian win. We got 15 men. We got 2 or 3. But the difference is we got discipline. Nigga, listen here. War with these warriors. Get your whole big sisters clear. Talking you your house. All your friends and kids. Screaming, oh my God. But the vengeance is. So I put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Beat my ribs. She suffer all my hurt. Give her all my love. She about that work. While I put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Papa Shaw, let's prove and work. When the sky falls, it's gonna catch me work. While I put my brick in and do his work. 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 Watch my arms and we all been out here. We all about it. My father's work. Chosen rose and concrete. Say nothing sweet for a street. Dwell in my record, told the story, selling for cake every day. Yo, I just wanna celebrate. 1738. Up in my cup like what's up? Is you single to mingle? I bring you out the world, show you queendom. Lead you straight to the kingdom. We ain't gon' rush, of course. I was taught the court till you make your mind up and say you mine. Soaking in the oil, smelling so divine. Make me lay hold of 110.5. You was my desire, yeah, the righteous God. But I've been so wicked from the dirt. Feeling your portion, of course, it's more than I'm worth. Just make me get back to this work. Ready for war. Whole came booty. Bulletproof shooters to do what they told. Orders by generals from the Lord of hosts. Double time, nigga, let's go. Blazing
on all the beasts in the street, I got heat. Rude speech about they bad luck and they lies till they cross the line. Then they come to find their whole body bagged up. Got a cut, leaking blood everywhere for the art that he thought. Talking walk with me when I talk simply. Is that what I talk is the law? Be so heavy though, it's what I'm watching for. Is who gon' rock and roll off the hook? Fish the most vicious niggas out malicious conditions. This isn't for the shook, but watch while I put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Be my rib, she suffer all my hurt. Give her all my love, she about that work. While I put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Papa Shaw, let me prove the work. When the sky falls, it's gonna catch me work. While I put my brick in and do his work. 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 Watch my arms and we all been out here. We all about it. My father's work. Put my brick in and do his 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 work. Watch my arms and we all been out here. We all about it. My father's work. My father's work.
This truth is my everything. When we ain't Christian, we'll fall on your ass. Plus, you know we keep the metal things. How you wanna settle things? I suppose you'll take the proposal and we'll make that metal ring with the Glocks of the hecklers. We some righteous ass brothers, but some certified steppers. We some priests at the end of the day, so we teaching in the streets till the end of the day. We on the front line. We the ones that you want in the game. Fourth quarter when it's crunch time. And all my brothers is clutch. Squad full of silent killers. We ain't talking too much, but we'll teach you if you're humble. Just learn to follow orders, don't mumble. Get it done. And he that have an ear, I pray, listen. Yeah, we want all of the smoke. We ain't Christians. This the life of a priest that we go in the streets, and you know we teach the Jews. Fresh braids in my head, fresh boots on my feet, and you know we keep the jewels. Whole squad of real niggas, we some certified killers, and you know we got the tools. Nah, nigga, we ain't Christian, ain't shit sweet. You musta got us confused, got us confused. Got us confused, got us confused, got us confused, got us confused. Nah, nigga, we ain't Christian. Got us confused. We nothing like the mother niggas. We ain't the same. We some righteous ass, hardcore, rugged niggas. And it's a shame that you full of pride. We don't affiliate with none of you clowns. Plus these heathens getting nullified. This the life of a priest and a prophet. Fake niggas be cautious. Words flow, truth drip like a faucet. The righteous stand bold, I'm in line form. Cry a loud voice cutting through a quiet storm. Like King Ty with the fire bombs. It be smoke when we drop the cannons. No fire calm. The home of the truth, we don't play around. Hide the women and the liquor when we taking ground. Living in hell, but make the best of it and endure through the rest of it to the end. And you ain't gotta listen if you choose, as long as you don't get us confused. We not Christians. Just the life of a priest that we go in the streets, and you know we teach the Jews. Fresh braids in my head, fresh boots on my feet, and you know we keep the jewels. Whole squad of real niggas, we some certified killers, and you know we got the tools. Nah, nigga, we ain't Christian, ain't shit sweet. You musta got us confused, got us confused. Got us confused, got us confused, got us confused, got us confused. Nah, nigga, we ain't Christian. Got us confused. Just the life of a priest that we go in the streets, and you know we teach the Jews. Fresh braids in my head, fresh boots on my feet, and you know we keep the jewels.
Whole squad of real niggas, we some certified killers, and you know we got the tools. Nah, nigga, we ain't Christian, ain't shit sweet, you buster. Got us confused, got us confused. Got us confused, got us confused, got us confused, got us confused. Nah, nigga, we ain't Christian, got us confused.
Girl, we're back.
Welcome back one time. You know what I'm saying? Represent y'all.
Yeah.
Big up to everybody watching. Let's big up some people watching. Big up my man Sawap. Sawap, what's good out there in Schenectady? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? Big up to him. All the brothers that's watching, you know what I'm saying? The water. You know what I'm saying? Gio from OCL? Jersey City.
George Sanders, I believe he came to the camp spot. He came to see camp in Times Square.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Big up to that brother, man. Jersey City in the house. Illtown JC, what's up? Yeah, don't think we don't know about it. We know about Illtown JC. You know what I'm saying? Big up to y'all brothers out there and y'all sisters out there holding it down. Represent Chilltown JC holding it down. You know what I'm saying? What we got next? What's another article we can go into real quick? Or did y'all want to go?
Yeah, we're gonna go to War Report real quick.
Yeah.
Let's get to the War Report. Ooh, this is crazy. War Report, y'all.
Cue
Let's
up
get it.
that video.
Come on, cue it up.
Put
War
the
Report.
beat on. Put the beat on.
We're on camera.
You know what? You're right.
Yeah.
Got the low camera. Go ahead.
All right.
What you got?
Well, listen, we got some new developments. All right. We're going to start season 2 of the War Report. And with season 2 comes new guest, right? We have a segment called Tinfoil Talk, where we go over some of the topics with people and see what they think about it. You know what I'm saying? We're going to go over it. Now, if we want to, I want to review for what we did last week, or the last report, right? It was about following the money. We specifically went with Pfizer, just so you can see
the drug company.
Yes, just so you can see how, to understand that there's going to be more pandemics, you have to understand how much money was made versus what was invested, right? So drug companies, they invest in our politicians, and from there they get laws passed, and we can see the money they get from that. So just in 2020, Pfizer, they contributed $3 million to both parties. So $3 million, cut in half. Half of it went to the Democrats, half of it went to Republicans, which lets you know they're not fighting each other. They both accept the money from, okay. And then they lobbied $10 million. So that's to get bills passed in their favor. So if anything happens, they'll be the ones to get the contracts to make the drugs.
Yeah, because they must have made a fortune over the COVID,
That's what we're gonna get into. The COVID vaccine, especially for Pfizer, has been the most profitable drug in medical history ever.
Before that, what was it?
I'm not sure. Okay. I'm not sure. This one beats by a mile though. Like Pfizer made $54 billion in 2020. They only contributed 13 million. So they put 3 million to Congress as part of their PACs, for their campaigns, and they lobbied 10 million. That's under the table going into Congress's pocket. You know what I mean? Like, hey, do a speaking here, 500,000 for the speaking. Okay, Now, from that $13 million investment into Congress, they made $54 billion. And one,
excuse me, how much?
54 billion.
Billion with a B?
That's $93 million a day. Just off COVID vaccinations.
90, what? Say it again?
$93 million a day.
93 million.
A day. A what? A day.
Hey, black man, woman in charge, if you're listening, you make about $100 a day.
Barely.
Barely. Not
Barely.
even.
Right.
This white man made how much, brother?
$93.5 million a day.
A day.
They made $65,000 a minute.
You can keep loving this white man if you want to.
And this is just Pfizer.
It's your choice.
This is just Pfizer.
And
it's not Moderna, it's not Johnson & Johnson, it's not just Pfizer.
And just to mention, I just did the math right now. The $12 trillion in debt that America is in, 41% was what Pfizer made in 2020.
Right.
41%.
And they're
of
set to
America's
that was 54 billion, and they're set to make 100 billion next year.
Wait a second. Give those statistics again, please. Give it again.
Oh, sorry. Let me correct myself.
Round it off.
Right? 50 billion, right? You said 50 billion?
54 billion.
Okay, hold on. 54 billion. Right? That's million, billion, right? 54 billion divided by the 12 trillion, right? Is 0.0045. So in percentage, you carry the decimal over 2, that's 0.45%. Sorry.
Now understand this. Understand this, right?
Crazy.
This is one company, right? They're about to be the first $100 billion pharmaceutical company ever, right? Their vaccination was the most. It made the most money for any medical thing ever. If you think that these people are going to just let that go, you are out of your mind.
Right.
There will not be an end of booster shots. Just understand that. There will not be an end of booster shots. And this kind of money leads to nefarious actions. You understand? They can't wait for another pandemic. You know what I mean? They made $100 billion. They set to make it this year. They made $54 billion the year before. They need another pandemic. There's nothing more profitable. There's nothing that they create that will do what a pandemic does, what the vaccinations does. So at this point, expect another pandemic, because that's just one pharmaceutical company, just in that field. That's not everything else. Everyone else who profited. You know, manufacturers make those masks. There's only a certain amount of factories. There's not thousands of mask factories. I don't know if you know that.
Right.
I do manufacturing. There's like 7. You know what I mean? In China that's making these masks. You think they want to just give all that up? No. So we had to follow the money just so you could understand the war report. There will be another pandemic.
Right.
There will be one.
Now, what you're saying, they can find this on your podcast or no?
Yes. That's the last episode of season 1 of the War Report podcast.
So who, what, when, where, why, and how? Please explain. They can find your podcast where?
The War Report podcast is found anywhere you find podcasts. We're on Apple, we're on Spotify, we're on Google, we're everywhere.
Give them a hand, please.
We're on Anchor. Keep going.
So there is a War Report on all those platforms.
Yes, War Report podcast.
Okay, if anybody's listening, you're stupid and dumb if you're not following the War Report on these platforms, man.
That's right.
Now
you have to subscribe and get to it.
We're going into season 2.
This is season 2.
Season 2 is coming up.
You did season 1 already?
Yes.
Now they can find season 1 on
all of those platforms.
All those platforms.
And each episode is designed to be.
Yeah, better hurry up.
By itself.
Get with
Meaning
it quick, y'all.
It explores a topic and goes in detail. Now, season 2, we're gonna have guests, obviously, and the first episode we're gonna get into is the water wars.
The water
wars, right? There is a upcoming fight for fresh water. The public don't understand that fight has started already. You know what I mean? They starting to see it with Jackson, Mississippi, and Flint, but that's a microcosm of a bigger problem of a issue with having fresh water, especially in the U.S., but not only the U.S. Like none of our cities are even ready to handle a hurricane. None of them. If
when you say our cities, what do you mean by that?
I mean, if Hurricane Katrina happened here, it would have been the same result.
Here, as far as New York City,
the Hurricane Sandy happened. That was one day.
Right, barely.
One day, half a day of a storm. Look what it did. None of our cities in the U.S. is prepared for these weather events that's bound to happen.
So Miami, Houston, Dallas,
gone,
all of that,
gone, and you got to worry about the water supply. Now, most people think like, "Oh, there's bottled water everywhere." Well, most bottled water is actually just filtered tap water.
Right.
Absolutely.
It says if you look on your water bottle, it says municipal water.
Yeah, right.
Like
right,
that's tap water.
Absolutely.
Municipalities is your tap water. So if you have a water problem, you won't have the bottled water that you think.
Right.
There will be no water to fill it.
Because people think about Fiji and
they thinking about
like this,
Essentia.
They don't
I drink
understand
Essentia
that
water.
their water they're drinking, their bottled water is tap water. It's filtered tap water.
It's not Essentia.
So
that's purified artisan water.
Yeah, exactly. Most of that water is just tap water. They use reverse osmosis.
Tap, nigga.
It's tap water. hate to break it to you.
It's tap.
I hate to break it to you. They're not going to mountains.
That's artisan
and picking up streams.
Spring water.
No,
that shit comes from a creek.
Yeah,
Barely. It drips off the mountain.
Barely.
We catch it. No,
barely.
Don't let the pictures fool you. There's a mountain on the bottle.
Remember
but your
that
water comes from the Hudson.
Remember that video where
that's the East River, nigga.
Where Poland Spring they released that video of them going to the actual the water in the springs. Nigga said, "How dare you say our water ain't from spring water?" And just gave a nigga a camera to just travel everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Show where we get our water, Johnny.
Now that's fucking artisan East River water.
Hudson.
It were.
Now
They boiled it and put it in the bottle.
That's some of that Harlem gin.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly, sir. You know,
Salakia.
Go ahead. What you got, y'all?
So on the new season, we're going to get into that. That's one of the first things.
Most on Christ.
And I'm making forecasts, right?
Oh, really?
So no one's speaking about it. You're going to hear it here first at the War Report, and then when you can't avoid it.
He said making a what? A forecast?
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Listen, the shitty water is coming in at this time. You know what I'm saying? That nigga got a forecast about shitty water.
Salakia.
Yeah.
Salakia. What they call that in Mexico? Montezuma's revenge.
Right, yeah, Khan.
Oh man, good night.
Bring up your olive, my nigga.
They say don't drink the water, but where you think the ice comes from?
Right. Y'all Allah is on top of this, y'all. Listen, I don't care what y'all saying. Y'all can tell us shut up and get a job all you want. These brothers is educated, and they are researchers, and they are doing this job. Big up, obviously, y'all.
Damn right.
Give them a hand, a gunshot, all of that. You know what I'm saying? For real. Please, go ahead, brother. Please.
One last thing. I would like the public to do an experiment for me, right?
Wait. Is this a challenge?
It's a challenge.
Hold on, y'all. This is a challenge.
This is a challenge.
I know you're like ice buckets and turkey. This is a challenge.
Go online.
Search
your local water company.
Go online. Anybody listen? The whole 20-something people that's listening, Go online
for your
and
city or
search.
state, for your city or state,
And search for what?
Whichever water company supplies your city. or
Search
state,
your water company. Go ahead.
and see what their testing has been looking like.
Can you do that?
Yeah, you'll see.
Go online and research your company, the company in your city, and see what
their water testing is looking like.
see what their water
So
testing
far
looks
in
like.
New York, they found arsenic.
Ooh.
They found polio.
Right.
Go look. What?
They found polio.
Go look it up, y'all. Even if you're in Toronto, go look it up. You want to make sure you're not drinking cat piss.
Right.
Make sure you're not drinking cat piss.
The reason I say this is because the lackadaisical testing actually is like
Right.
a canary in the coal mine. It's
Mm,
letting you know how
Good night.
how your municipal water department is breaking down.
Oh my
The
God.
thing that happened in Mississippi didn't come out of fucking nowhere.
Right. you think your hair is thinning? You got bumps on your face. Your skin is dry. Your lips are dry. Your teeth are browning. You might be drinking cat piss. Out of your
Right.
It's not just the crack.
It's not crack. It's cat piss out your faucet that you're washing your dishes with, and then licking the plate from after you finish your spaghetti.
What shalab means is you're using the water for your rice and your spaghetti and all the other things. That's what he meant.
But that concludes the war report. That concludes the war report.
Shit playing patty cake.
The button. Dunzo.
Yeah, it's done.
We're back.
We don't need to hear us, but they hear us. So
Check it out. We back at it. You know what I'm saying? Big up to y'all in the chat, man. You know what I'm saying? Big up to y'all. We appreciate y'all. We were visiting here one time. Make sure.
no, it's the
Hear it, though. That's
speaker.
all. Yeah. Big up to y'all out there representing. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? We're going to do one more article, and then we're going to get up out of here, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate y'all. Listen, check this out real quick. Any brother or sister or brother that wants to be a part of the cooking corner, we do have the cooking corner. If you can cook, let us know, man. You know what I'm saying? Put together a short 3-minute video to where you are cooking some amazing stuff.
Damn right.
And we're gonna post it up here and we're gonna talk about it. If you're good at cooking, don't be ashamed, man. Get if you're a woman, get permission from your husband or your camp leader or anything that says you can get involved with this and you don't mind and they don't mind you doing it, to where you can get involved and really show your talents. Because guess what? There's young sisters out there and brothers out there that need to see your cooking talents and see your cooking habits or your recipes or whatever it is. I don't care if you're fixing a bowl of cornflakes. Show us.
Yeah, chop up them strawberries.
Show the bananas and corn and all that, the blueberries, all of that with the carnation milk with some water. You show us that you're making them cornflakes, man. Come on, man.
That sounds good. What you?
You said carnation milk.
I'm hungry. I'm hungry as a
Damn, you bring it
motherfucker
back
right
too
now.
much.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's a
I'm hungry as hell.
Benjamite breakfast. You
Yeah,
talking
come
about,
on,
man.
yeah, come on. I'm
My
hungry.
grandma used to.
That
Can't
cornflakes,
stand
man.
carnation milk and water. Listen, did it, nigga? Listen.
I love that carnation milk, boy.
I hate seeing that
carnation
can,
milk
that
with the
white
water, boy.
can
Listen.
with the cow on it. I hate seeing that.
Yeah, that was
I
it.
kick those cans. I know.
That was it.
The name of it is carnation.
Yeah,
You know
you
what
gotta
I'm
crack that. That carnation with the water. Ew. You know what I'm saying?
That shit was disgusting.
Listen, y'all
man.
represent. Y'all hold it down. You know what I'm saying? From ghetto to ghetto, across the nation. Let us know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? If it's some food you want to see,
Right,
if there's
email
some
us.
music you want to see, if there is some liquor that we should bring out, let Officer Paratazar know. Officer Paratazar, real quick, what's your email address? Well, how can they contact you, Officer Paratazar?
Email address is Paratazar, PARATAZA77 at gmail.com.
Right. At what? At gmail.com?
Gmail.com.
There you go. You know what I'm saying? Hit the brother up. If you got some liquor that you think you should bring out, some wine, some scotch, some cognac, or something you want to bring out, email the brother. Let the brother know. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to bring it out. You know what I'm saying? We're going to represent. You know what I'm saying? So please don't forget that, y'all. We represent that for our people. You know what I'm saying? We want liquor, we want food. That's what that's what my niggas like. So get with it. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go into one more article. A shark upon 5,000. Oh damn, that proper sign?
Sugar Pun has an article.
Thousands. Salakia, I'm prophesizing already. Give it to him, show what you got.
So I want to bring out this article here. You know, one of the other things I love to talk about.
Oh shit.
The military.
Go in.
We all know that, you know, the white man is a devil and the white woman is these snow roaches are devils. The white man and white women, the snow roaches,
sun dodgers,
the sun dodgers, you know, the night walkers.
The night walkers.
But I want to talk about the military because we all know how they committed genocide amongst Black, Hispanic, and Native American people with their military, with their armed forces. And we want to show you the real spirit of why white people join the white military, why they join the Marines, and it's not to be brave and be all you can be. It is because white people deep down want to become more proficient in killing Black people.
What?
Armies.
Wait.
Let me read it.
Hold on. 1 second. What did you just say?
I said the real reason, their spirit of why white people want to join the army is so that way they can be better at killing Black people.
You can prove that?
Army soldier
There we go.
under investigation.
Let's get it.
For saying he joined the military to become more proficient in killing Black people.
Good night.
Man.
Are you paying attention on a serious note? Anybody that's watching this right now, you better like and share this. You better like it and share it. Share it more than anything. Anybody that's good at TikTok, you better soundbite this. You better clip this. You better do whatever you can to push this out there right now. Seriously. You understand? We joke around, we play around up here. This is serious. Read that again, Shagapun. I'm not going to interrupt no more. Read that again. Y'all better be paying attention that's out there listening right now. Pay attention. Go ahead, Ashar.
It says Army soldier under investigation for saying he joined military to become more proficient in killing Black people. A U.S. Army soldier is under investigation after he wrote on Instagram that he joined the military for combat experience, so I'm more proficient in killing Black people. That's what he said.
Keep going.
It says Killian McEthan Ryan also had numerous Instagram accounts that were in contact with others associated with racially motivated extremism. Court records say regarding his case where he's accused of providing false information on a security clearance form to serve at Fort Bragg. Ryan was also...
Wait. Fort what?
Fort Bragg.
Is that in Georgia?
I'm not quite
They
sure.
don't say. No sweat. Keep going, brother. Slock it. Keep going.
Ryan was also charged with driving under the influence at Fort Bragg in July. In a statement, the Army said it does not tolerate racism, extremism, or hatred in our ranks.
Thou sayest.
But that's a complete lie. Because the military used racism to target the Native Americans by killing all the buffalo.
Of course.
The Trail of Tears.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Ryan used an email that contained the name Nazi Ace 1488. According to the Anti-Defamation League, 1488 is a combination of numerical symbols that are popular among white supremacists.
Slocky.
Mm-hmm.
You know what the 1488 is?
No.
14 stands for the 14 utterances. It's in Mein Kampf. It's what Hitler said. It's some racist shit. And the 8 and 8 stands for H, the letter H. So Hell Hitler.
Oh, that's creative.
Yeah,
White
so
people are
like when you
creative.
see somebody with a tattoo, 1488, that's clearly Nazism.
Mm.
So the 88 stands for 2 H's for Hell Hitler. And 14 is the 14 utterances from Mein Kampf.
His manifesto?
I don't know if they call it his manifesto, but kinda.
Okay. Military criminal defense lawyer Philip Stackhouse said prosecuting someone for providing false information on a security clearance form is not routine in his experience. Maybe they're going to make an example of him, Stackhouse said. Maybe it's to apply pressure on him to cooperate in some other investigation. Or we're just witnessing the birth of Jason Bourne.
Sure.
Listen, the FBI in like, I think it was like 2011 or something like that, actually did an investigation and found racist Nazis like him all over the police force, all over the military, and in politics. You know what I'm saying? Like even recently, it was leaked. The
Oath Keepers,
right?
Big in New York. Among police
Listen,
officers.
big in New York, big everywhere. You know what I mean? And even former politicians is part of them. So they been knew this. They didn't care. They still don't care. Like the army has gangs within it, literal gangs, just like the police force has gangs. Like literally, there's gangs within the police force, from city to city. They have names. You get a tattoo of the shit. You know what I mean? So this article is almost like they're trying to make it seem like, we found one and we're gonna take care of it. They've known this for a while. You know what I mean? This is how the whole January 6th thing was able to happen, because it was police involved with it also. That's how they was able to get through and all that type of stuff. Like they are fully aware of how racist the army is and the police forces are. Like I just want to say that. Don't let them fool you. They absolutely know.
Right.
The FBI themselves did a report. Like, so they showed Congress. And the problem is some of Congress is racist too. Well, all of them is racist, but some of them are part of these groups. So they're never going to go forward with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why they call it the invisible kingdom. Right. Because this is a drop in a bucket, believe it or not. Terrible, but a drop in a bucket. Is his name is Killen?
Killian.
Come on, man.
Right.
Killing him. His name is.
His name is killing him.
Like, well, his name is Killen. Like,
Because he's killing them out there.
Macuton Ryan.
Come on now.
Get out of here, you piece of filthy, disgusting, stinking garbage.
How you say it in Spanish? How you say it?
Basura.
Come on, man.
Garbage. That's how
Come
you
on.
say it.
How you say white?
Very simple.
How you say white man's a devil in Spanish?
El hombre blanco es un diablo.
Say that one more time.
El hombre blanco es diablo.
Because YouTube won't catch that.
Most of that crash, yeah.
So yeah.
A charge just learned that from what's that Spanish? What's that English speaker? No, what's that Spanish woman? What's the woman that be talking all Sarah or something? I can't remember the language. That be teaching Spanish and teaching different languages. What's her name?
I'm not sure.
You know what I'm talking about. Come on, give it to me. Right. Rosetta Stone.
Rosetta Stone.
A Shar just learned that from Rosetta Stone.
Rosetta Stone is a stone, right?
A Shar just learned that from Rosetta Stone. He speaks no Spanish. He is American. You know what I'm saying? Now, big old man, Shaka Pun, Great article to bring out. You know what I'm saying? Big up to my man Yawala. We holding it down on here. This is crazy. You know what I'm saying? You got more on it? Come on, brother.
That was it. That was the end of the article.
That was an article? Oh my God.
That's crazy.
Y'all better pay attention to what's going on out here. Y'all better pay very close attention to what's going on out here in these streets. It is a war going on outside.
Right.
It's a war going on. We're going to continue to let it be known.
Right.
We're going to continue. Go ahead, brother.
It was funny. It's like, when you have discussions with people, like, candid discussions, different places, they say not all of them are racist, and they're not racist no more. And I always ask them, at what date did that stop? Give me a date.
Right.
Give me a date. Give me a date where,
because we got the start date.
Right.
Yeah.
And when was it? When did it end?
What date? Give me a date, and I promise you I can prove you wrong.
Exactly.
So it's like it.
don't have no answer for
Corrupt. How many cities you on so far with that they destroyed black cities? How many cities?
We on like what number?
Say that
5?
again.
Well, come on, man. Come on.
Say that again.
Endless.
Mm-hmm.
People know Tulsa, but they don't know there was like hundreds of cities. Like they've been doing it forever. They've been turning it into lakes,
And that's just in America.
Yeah, just
Right.
in America.
Just in America.
Just in America. I
Good night.
was doing some research the other day. I was doing some research the other day, and if you look at the way the U.S. is and the tectonic plates, you can see how like the most fertile land, why they chose that land to grow cotton.
Right.
And if you look at the map today, right, of where black people are, same map. If you look at the map to after slavery, with the migration, same map. Like we literally haven't really moved.
This is not by coincidence.
No, not at all.
This
We
is
haven't
a
really moved from where we
plan.
was.
This is a plot. This is a strategy.
Yes.
And I remember
Go
we
ahead,
brought
go ahead.
out once in class that that blacks, we usually just move to the same 12 places or 10
Yes.
places, which were where we were in slavery.
Yeah, we haven't actually went anywhere.
Right. Like a nigga don't move to Virginia. I mean not Virginia, like Mount Vernon, Mount Vermont.
Yeah,
I'm saying
But niggas don't move to Maine.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Nigga,
Those
nigga-
upper corner states. You don't go over there.
I'm moving to Rhode Island.
Exactly. Niggas go from New York to Atlanta to Florida. You are still in the Bible Belt. You're still in the Great Migration State.
Right.
Those states actually align with the fertility.
No, who's moving to Montana? Like, yo, listen, brother. Yo, I'm moving to Montana. Montana is popping.
Right.
And it's great. I'm moving to Montana. Nobody moves to Montana.
And here's the issue. Well, not issue. Here's the thing. The reason that we don't move all these places is because we always want to move next to ourselves, right? So if we can understand that on that level, we should understand, well, continue it. Gather yourselves together. You already, listen, the only reason you want to move to Atlanta is because it's black people in Atlanta.
Right.
The only
Yeah,
reason
right,
is,
right.
We're only moving towards ourselves anyway.
Yeah.
Take it a step further.
Hey, black people, you listening out there? You listen right now. Let's all migrate to Montana. Let's take Montana over. Let's take Montana over.
That guy will show up.
Yeah.
And the rest of the army.
Right. You really want to get this war popping? Let's gentrify Montana nigga style. Let's do it, y'all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let's get
We
it.
gotta do it how
Montana,
we do it. We gotta
Wyoming.
Go there and start wheeling bikes.
Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it. We're going to Montana,
That's how
y'all.
you show them. Like how they go in our towns, what they do. They start having marathons and running.
That's right. Get it popping.
Once
Montana.
they start jogging, like, there's a
That's
white
right.
boy jogging down here. That's the
Yeah,
start.
there we go. It's the
He's
start.
the agent. So
Let's
this is,
get
let
him,
me see
y'all.
if I can jog down here without getting shot, steal,
Yeah,
killed.
let's do
I
that.
did it, and
We
he
going to
reports it.
Montana. We are going to Montana. Next Passover's in Montana. God, I'm joking, by the way.
You know there's precedent to what you said.
No, I know, right?
It's markers to see how some places are gonna get gentrified. The first marker is people walking their dog and jogging, and the next marker is if they start fixing the curbs.
Yep.
The curb ain't been fixed. for
Let's fix
30
the
years.
curbs in Montana, y'all.
Start getting scared.
What is the capital of Montana?
No, it works. No,
Who knows?
You just can't hear it.
I don't know.
Right here. Salakia, sir, if I may, what you just saying.
Hey, yo, Salakia.
let me see if I'm jogging. You know, that's the first thing that they do. But when, you know what I'm saying, when blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, when they jogging, when we jog in their neighborhood, we get shot.
Yeah.
We get lynched.
Because
That's
they know
happened
what
to that
comes
brother, you know what I'm
next.
saying? About a year or so ago. You know,
Ahmaud
he was jogging.
Arbery, yeah.
He was jogging. In the white neighborhood. And killed him.
Chased him down.
They chased him down.
Shot him.
Private citizens.
Yeah.
Private citizens.
Walter Coriala is about to dip off here, but everyone online can hear him.
Okay.
Hey, shalom. Yabba Shemya Shabrakathum.
Shalom.
Shemya Shah.
Shalom, sir.
Shalom, sir.
Hey, shalom. I'm out.
Hey, sir, before you go, are you on your way to Montana?
No, not at the present moment. Not at the present moment.
The opposite. You gotta go there. Willie Bikes, destroy
Gotta
their
go to
curbs.
Montana, man. We're trying to get to
You know what
Montana.
I'm saying? Go into their delis and ask for a bacon, egg, and cheese and a
Word,
chopped
we gotta be all up
cheese.
in there. Like,
Yeah.
This.
Yeah.
Montana. Everybody forgets Montana is a state.
Right.
We're going to Montana. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to Montana. UPK, Montana. Pagaibawan. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it.
Chill. All right.
If I may,
Shalom.
into this article about this snow roach, about these snow roaches. You know what I'm saying? How they, you know what I'm saying? How, you know, when you turn off the light, they start scattering.
Cream,
you know what I'm saying? These night walkers.
Cream crickets.
And we, you know, and I want to bring a scripture to this filthy, disgusting snow roach.
Powdered
You know what I'm
donuts.
saying? This filthy, disgusting snow. Let me get Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 50. Let me get Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 50. Because he went into the, you know what I'm saying, their army, the snow roaches army.
Right.
That's what he went into and learned from other snow roaches.
This sounds like the best book ever.
Learn, you know what I'm saying?
From
You know what I'm saying?
The Attack of the Snow Roaches.
Snow roaches. You know what I'm saying? These snow roaches is such a devil.
Right.
You know what I mean? Such a deceiver. You know what I'm saying? And he had his brothers teach him these tactics, how to kill blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. You know what I'm saying? His brothers, these other snow roaches, taught him how to kill blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians.
Listen, we need some Simeonites with them pointy shoes so we can get them in the corners and everything.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? These cockroaches, you know? That's what we have to do. Cucarachas. Cucarachas. But can you read that? Yeah, can you read that for me, Bob?
Deuteronomy 28 and 50. A nation.
A what?
A nation.
A nation. These snow roaches, these other nations, read on.
A fierce continent.
A what?
Fierce continent.
Fierce continent. Fierce continent means they have a fiery hate expression on their face towards blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. That's the reason why he's going to these other snow roaches so he can learn how to kill blacks and Hispanics and Native American Indians. Can you read on?
Which shall not regard.
What?
Which shall not regard.
Which shall not regard. You know what I'm saying? They don't care because they have a hatred on their face, an expression on their face. We don't.
That's right.
The person of the old.
What?
The person of the old.
They don't care about, you know what I'm saying, blacks, Hispanic, Native American Indian. They don't care about, you know what I'm saying, the old that's on the border right now, being, you know what I'm saying, being beat up and being families are being separated. You know what I'm saying? The old, you know what I'm saying, your grandmother, your grandfather, they don't care about none about that. You know what I'm saying, when it comes to blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Read on.
Nor show favor to the young.
Oh, Trayvon Martin. 16-year-old young man.
Right.
They don't care, and don't forget, they separating young, you know what I'm saying, young blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians, especially the Mexican. They, you know what I'm saying, they separate young boys and boys and girls from their family on the border right now. We did an article on this. The past 5 years, they still separated. So you know what I'm saying, if that kid, you know what I'm saying, that young Mexican baby that was born, he's 5 years old. He still didn't see his mother and father. They don't care about none of that. You know what I'm saying? Because we are the 12 tribes of Israel.
That's
we are
right.
God's chosen people. You know what I'm saying? and this is our enemy. This is our enemy. Let me repeat that. These snow roaches are our enemy.
Right.
And we have to separate from them.
Most High in Christ.
Okay.
You already know what time. Give him a hand.
Damn
Listen,
right.
give him an absolute hand, man.
If you don't know what he's talking about your oppressor, your boss, the police
Right.
officers,
Them niggas.
You know what I'm saying? The United States Army, Navy, Space Force, all that above.
The strict oppressor. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And with that, we're going to go ahead and end the show, y'all. You know what I'm
Damn
saying?
right.
Appreciate y'all tuning in. This is Let It Be Known podcast. You know what I'm saying? Let it be known. Please do us a favor. Do yourselves a favor. Comment, like it, subscribe, and share it. You know what I'm saying? Do that, man. It's free. It's free. If I had some chicken, y'all will get it for free. You know what I'm saying? So go out there and share this for free. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We love y'all to death out there. We represent the Islamic School of Universal Practical Knowledge at the
That's
1
right.
West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. We're gonna end that with a song. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We appreciate y'all. Appreciate those of 5,000 Shalayala.
That's right.
Of course, my main man, Officer 5,000 Karab. My man Yawa Allah, Officer 1,000, holding it down. Bigger to my man AG. You know what I'm saying? The Sharga Pun, the flyest nigga, one of the flyest niggas.
The incredible.
The incredible Taino. You know what I'm saying? My nigga out there, the Sharga Pun, holding it down, Officer 1,000. And my man from YO, Yonkers, New York, home of the brave, home of the brave. You know what I'm saying? Holding it down out there, my man Paratazar,
Damn
Officer
right.
500, holding it down thorough. You know what I'm saying? We out here representing y'all. We're going to keep on representing because that's what we do. You know what I'm saying? We out of here, y'all. One West, y'all.
Un momento. Escúcheme, hermanos. Protect vaginas.
Protect vaginas. We out here, y'all. One time. Peace.